that develop under your skin. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. 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 We got it all. Come on down, take a look. 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 We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. 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 We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Come on down to Doyle's Boils. We got a 2-for-1 special on boils this holiday season. We got the neck boils, we got the leg boils, we got arm boils. We even got a special on carbuncles, the pus-filled bumps that develop under your skin. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. The pus-filled bumps that develop under your skin. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. 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 We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. 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 We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Come on down, take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Come on down, take a look. pus-filled bumps that develop under your skin. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look. We got it all. Come on down, take a look. Take a look. Take a look.
They've already started. We're a little bit behind because I've got tea, so I'm paying a lot. Good morning. Good morning. Is it Gabapavito? Gabapavito. I hope I'm saying that right. Good morning to you. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Let me just try to catch up on chat a little bit. Good morning, Cyber. Good morning, Tay. Good morning, Aria. Good morning, Donut Clown. Good morning, Liana. Good morning, Umbe. Good morning, Micro. Good morning, Kit. And good morning, Pernetic. I hope everybody's having a decent morning. A decent morning at least. Today is Thursday, which means that it is time for Yay or Boo. We're going to get to that a little bit later. During the medley, I'm actually going to be trying to develop a theme for Marla. It might not happen this stream, but I'm gonna do. I feel like I look like a substitute teacher. It's something about this thing specifically, like this. I don't even know what you call these. These like halfway sweaters, halfway Henleys, like polo zip things. I don't know what you call this, but anytime I wear it, I feel like I've just come in to like substitute for some teacher. Also the glasses and stuff. I don't know. I think I would have made a good sub. I mean, at least I liked subs. I think every kid did. There was something nice about showing up to your place of work and just a new nobody being in charge. It was... A lot of times your assignments weren't due because they didn't even know to collect them. I definitely feel that, though. Got the composition book? Yeah! See, look at that. Hello, guys. I'm going to be your substitute teacher today. My name is Mr. Rutledge. You can call me Omni. A lot of my friends call me Omni. I just moved into town. Me and my longtime girlfriend just moved in from Colorado Springs. No, Boulder, Colorado. Yeah. Boulder, Colorado. We like the area, though. We moved the dogs down. But if I'm honest, they seem like they miss the snow a little bit. Am I right? I mean, I don't know how you guys do it down here. Sun every day, all 4 seasons. It's a lot. But we're liking it. We're really getting settled in. I've made a few friends. I've picked up whittling. In my free time when I'm not subbing, I really like to go over just basic composition when it comes to art. I'm really getting into art appreciation. Even took a few courses myself at the community college last week. Really, really great stuff. If you'll open your books to Ephesians, it's the Bible actually. If you'll open your Bibles to Ephesians 6, chapter 4, and read along, I believe it says, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Bring them up in the teachings and the trainings of the Lord. And slaves, obey thy earthly masters with respect and fear and sincerity of heart, just as you would Christ." The Bible's wild, isn't it? I gotta start the stream, but the Bible's wild. Look who remembered to put the sound on for that scene. Maybe I was subconsciously reminded of whittling from Popcorn Sudden. Whittling seems like such a dangerous pastime. Good morning. Again, like I said in the cold open, today we're probably going to be spending a little bit of time. Good morning, Lightning, and welcome back. We're going to be spending a little bit of time trying to come up with a theme song for Marla. If somebody will redeem... Thank you, Tay.
Pepper up.
Dark Crow? I'm picking a number between 2 and 20. This is Booba's theme, who is redeemed by Tay. And there's Booba. After Booba, we had a Dapper Up redeemed by Dark Row, which I will get on right after the plants, just because I'm already sitting. Umbe redeemed Zia. This is Zia's theme song. Here is Zia. Zia is a staghorn fern? Yeah, Zia is a staghorn fern and has been having not a lot of problems. However, this frond down here, and it's not a shield frond, so don't worry, but this old frond is finally falling down. I think that what I'm witnessing with a lot of the plants is, thank you for the Marla Redeem kit. I think what I'm witnessing with a lot of the plants is a lot of the growth that they had, like a lot of the founding leaves from season 3 are starting to die while a lot of new leaves are taking off. So they're not dying. Like the plants themselves aren't dying, but they're definitely going to a, how do I want to put this? I don't know, a new season of leaves, I guess? But yeah, that's Zia, and I just finished Zia's theme song. After that, hold on, let me scroll up to make sure I didn't skip a plant. We had an Agnes redeemed by Aria, and then a number 15 bow tie from Crow. Agnes's theme is this. And there is Agnes. Agnes, I don't know if you can tell, probably not because it's usually behind. It's in the back because I don't like to cover her name tag, but look how close she is to touching the piano. The vining, it took what, like 200 episodes? I feel like I was waiting forever for her to vine, and I was like, what's wrong with her? Why won't she vine? And then, before, in the break between season 4 and season 5, I put her in a new pot. She's actually in a new, well, she's not actually in a pot. She's in a yogurt container. This is hold on. It's just a Greek yogurt container. But when I moved her into the Greek yogurt container, suddenly she started vining, so that's cool. Marla with no sound is pretty ominous. It is. I said so in yesterday's stream. We gotta figure out how to get her a theme. But before that, Darkrow wanted the 15th bow tie, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh! Good one, good one, Dark Crow. I think that will actually go well with this outfit. It will go with the substitute teacher fit for sure, for sure. Outside, we've got Omni's preferred cloud. We've got some cirrus clouds. Ooh, and some chemtrails. The number one Los Angeles cloud. It's our state cloud. The California cloud is the chemtrail, actually. Thank you, Lindsay, for that Firo redeem. Oh, I just sat down. I'll get up again. Let's get this bow tie on first. It's this one. It's this one. I don't know what to call this. I call it the old man pattern. I think we've actually already had it this season. Just got luck of the draw, I guess. It's being worn twice already. Aren't those the earthquake clouds, says Aphrodite? Huh? Huh? What? Earthquake cloud? Are you talking about cirrus clouds or are you talking about chemtrails? Amima. Ba da 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 ba da 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 ba ba dee da 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 do 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 bum ba ba dum bum be ba 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 bum 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 bing bum bum. Sorry guys, this takes at least 60% of my brain because it's a cotton bow tie. Silk bow ties are actually easier for me to tie than cotton bow ties. I never thought I'd live to say that. Because it wasn't always that way. I think my neck got skinnier or something. The low for tonight where I am, says Dar, is 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Marvelous, Dar. Stay warm. Stay cozy. Wow, that looks weird. How do they look? Did you guys open to Ephesians earlier? I know way too much Bible scripture. Okay, hold on. Let's just fix him first, and then we're going to go grab Firo. And then we're going to go grab Firo. You can go next to Zia for now. Oh, that's actually not a bad place for... That's not a bad place for Firo. I was putting him there because I was lazy, but... Laziness sometimes begets dubs. Alright, Omni, if I ever see you and legally obligated to teach me how to tie a bow tie. I can teach you how to tie a bow tie. I've done it several times on stream. Were you not paying attention? Maybe you weren't here. Press the grand button, it'll go away. I actually don't know how to do that on purpose. Maybe that'll be a thing I have to do on purpose at some point. I think this is the first track you need to work on during the production stream tomorrow. Maybe. Perhaps. Mayhaps. I do like it. Or at least that chord progression, you mean? Yeah, because I'm really liking that chord progression. It feels like a very bridgy chord progression, though. Not a very foundational chord progression, if that makes sense. That's like usually where the song gets eerie, those times. The real morning medley, says Micro. Indeed. Indeed. The trainer at LA Fitness get an Omni neck swole. I like the reference. I appreciate. If I ever see you, yes, I will teach you. I will teach you, Dar. I looked at my Bible on the desk, and right when you said that, I reached for it instinctively and laughed at the joke. Now everybody open their Bibles to Ephesians might be like my hot spot. That might be like my hotspot. I promise I'm not going to talk about the Bible a lot in today's stream, but there are a few Ephesians, Philippians. I think that every like Bible kid has their books, you know? They're like hitters that they can just like quote off the dome. Like I feel like those Ephesians, Philippians, Leviticus goes pretty hard. I got some in the tuck for crap, now I'm blanking out what it's called. Not Proverbs. Proverbs is kind of... Never mind. We're not talking about the Bible in this stream. Bro, I literally, no joke, read Ephesians 10 through 18 this morning. Afro? Umbe says, you have to carry a Pharaoh like a mic stand. Yeah, it's super annoying. It's super annoying. That's why I wanted to give him my haircut. I'm catching up. I'm sorry, guys. Now you got them substitute Sunday school teacher vibes. I would crush it as a substitute Sunday school teacher. I would just crush it as like a youth pastor, I think. I think the first... Oh, I read that. Someone please clip that. It says, alright. I don't even know we're clipping anymore. Ooh. Go ahead, Deacon Rutledge. Oh. I read that in a very specific lady voice. Where is she? This sounds like a very blessed read, cursed, to have as a part of your personality. It's whatever, you know. When you're a kid... Thank you, kid. I'm sorry, I was like, I'm supposed to be doing something right now. Okay, there's Marla. I'm going to be trying to... Can you guys... What does Marla feel like to you? Marla to me feels like a pain in the neck, but from whatever impression you're getting from Marla, give me some adjectives, give me some narrative, give me something to go off of. Oh, I'm so sorry. Externity? Externity, I think is how I'm pronouncing that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying, Shalom. Hello. Do you happen to listen to industrial EBM experimental? Yes. Yes, I do happen to do those. I do happen to listen to those, sorry. Sassy, says Darko. I feel it. Marlo's got spunk. I feel it. Jazzy. Wicked! How come every time Wicked makes it into a stream, I react like, what's her name, for remembering she forgot Kevin Al in Home Alone? What was the mom's name? Deborah? Tay says Marla feels like a Broadway actress. Maybe something super theatrical? Ooh. Like a quick mood changes? Okay. I like this. Quiet firework, says Aphrodite. Quiet firework? Ooh. Oh, I see where you're going. Yeah. Is it because of her shape? Her general shape? Fireworks. Maybe that's like fireworks. My fireworks. Is that a Drake song? Is that a Drake and Alicia Keys song? Tay says Marla feels like a Broadway actress. I do like that. But I don't know how to write show tunes. Think drama. Think pep and step. Sassy, drama, spunky. Hey, what's up, Constrano? We're struggling right now. I'm trying to come up with a theme for this new plant. Right now, Marla's top leaf lines up with your shoulder. Go ahead and use that as a measurement to see how much she droops today. Yeah, right. She's just gonna straight up die. Once we get to Yerebu, Marla will be dead. Just a dried husk. Just a tumbleweed in a pot. Starting like positive. Ooh, that's like Sad sounding, though. I can't write a sad song for Marla because it'll be even sadder when... Sorry, if she dies. Wiki says, hi, I'm at work, but I was upset because... Oh, because... I was like, because Emmy... because Immy... Because Imp... I was upset because I miss you and I've had to work during every one of your streams lately, so... I'm protesting by being bad. Oh, well, I appreciate you for making the trip over. And I hope work is going well, honestly. Wiki, I hope you're having a great work week. Work week? Yeah, we're on Thursday. I don't know where your Monday and Friday line up, but if they're traditional, then I hope it's a good Thursday for you. I don't like this. I've decided I don't like this for Marla. Unless I can put some like weirder chords underneath that. But when Tay said Broadway, there's a very specific type of like... There's a specific type of... Not that. Not that either. There's a specific sound of chord, you know? Not that. I'll find it. I'll find it for you guys, I promise. I don't like that either. -1 America degrees right now. I like America degrees. Okay. Keep it lively and active in here. I'll be on lurk for a while the stream plays. Word up, Aria. We'll do our best. I'm just gonna vote whatever TJ says Dar. Talking about yay or boo. That's probably a good, it's probably a safe bet. Titanium has some kind of, like, finger to the pulse when it comes to Amazon reviews. I just don't want this chord for it. I don't like that chord. That's just goofy. That's clown music. I need some zest. I need some salt. I need... Good morning, Kaiju. It's clairvoyant Riz. It's terrifying, frankly. Oh, wow. Is that the first time you said Riz in my chat? Something's wrong with that tea, man. It's so opaque, and I say that every day. It's a very opaque brew, and I don't know... There's probably nothing wrong with it. But every time I raise it to my lips, I think, is this okay? Should I be ingesting this? It's a green tea. I gotta figure out what it is, man. I usually go melody first. But I'm just messing around with chords now. Let's see what I can find. Those clouds, man. I'm liking these actually. Helicopter, helicopter. It is, isn't it, Ultraviolet? We brainstorming Marla's. We're brainstorming Marla's tune. Yes, that's what we're doing right now. What am I doing? I didn't hate that. If I'm just going chords first. Ugh, yuck. Then that's... Oh, that's the wrong... What's that now? Is Marla more house? Like a dance hall kind of jam? Nah, I don't think so. What are you? That's a gorgeous sky, says Kit. It's very pretty. It's very pretty today. See, this is it. When people are like, but Omni, you love clouds. I'm usually talking about cirrus clouds, and the reason is because I can get a cloudy day, but still get sun. Like, it's just not gray everywhere. I'm still getting, like, the full range of colors. I'm still able to get my vitamin D. But when it's, like, full on, like a blanket of clouds, this little man gets sad really fast. There's a weird hazy fog here, says Liana. Oh, that bay fog? That bay fog? Well, last time I was in San Francisco, it was super, super foggy. I do like me a London fog, which is so hard to find in LA. Like, you can find them for sure. Let me rephrase that. London fogs are not a thing every coffee shop has in LA. Whereas I feel like in, like, the Bay and Portland and Seattle, it's like everybody's got a London fog. They even have other fogs. They have, like, Seattle fogs and stuff. And I'm like, oh. I guess they wouldn't have that down here. Ooh, that would be cool if we had a smog drink. A Los Angeles smog or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Put a little bit of dirt in it or something. Maybe cinnamon or something to make it, like, a little dirty. Oh, that could be cool. I like this. It's just weak as a melody line. No. beginning. But I want to go somewhere different there. I don't want to just go like. Feels too easy, you know? Feels too easy and predictable. Not that that's a problem. Sometimes it's nice to be easy and predictable, especially when you're trying to, like, resolve a tune or take somebody a place where you want them to feel a specific thing. But I kind of want. And I'm also thinking about the jingle quality, right? Like, if I'm doing a plant theme, you want to have that jingle quality. You want to have a. They're like. Or you want to have something that you can just like rip about 5 notes from it and it'll be recognizable. And the problem with this is it's going to be hard to get that with any type of harmonic movement, you know? Because even with like, have I been quiet this whole time? I was probably at a good volume and now I'm about to blow out everybody's ears. Sorry. But yeah, like that, it's got just one chord, so there isn't a lot of harmonic movement. So if I was going to take the jingle part of it and make that the alert, it would just be. And is that even anything? Happy Airbo Day, says Titanium. Happy Airbo Day to you too, Titanium Jones. How are you, by the way? Are you doing alright? A little quiet. Yeah, it was serviceable, though. Sorry about that, guys. Most of yeens probably don't mind. Especially if you're only in one stream, right? Have you ever done the thing where you're in 4 streams? And you have them open up in different tabs? And you're just doing, like, live mixing to, like... You turn one stream down a little bit while you're like super engaged in one, and then you switch the volumes. But there's that one stream. There's always one stream that's just wildly quieter than all the other streams. I don't want to be that stream. I don't want to be that guy. I'm already that guy on Spotify. All right, my masters are quiet as heck. Can I go to like a broken chord in Marla's theme since she's so annoying? That could be fun. I have 2 Twitch tabs open and both are Omni. Wait, why? Why? That sounds terrible. Ooh. Ooh. Huh? Wait. I kind of like that. Ooh. so close. I'm so close to it. Oh. Oh my god, I'm right there. I'm right there. I just don't know what's after that. What's after this? Because I don't want to go... Because that's boring as heck. But like... No. 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 It's all bad. It's all broken. Oh my god, Katamari Ball. You've got a good eye. You got a good eye. That Katamari Ball has become like the Where's Waldo of this stream, especially once some of the plants are redeemed. Yeah, you can't see it as much. Yeah, it's my prized possession. Good job, though. Bo Ethan? Am I saying that right? Bo Ethan? Katamari sighting 34. That's a Nobu redeem. Thank you, Kaiju, for that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Nobu. Look at Nobu. Look at the new leaves. Look at the old leaves. Look at the new leaves. Look at the old leaves. Look at the new leaves. Look at the old leaves. Look at the new leaves. Look at the old leaves. Look at this leaf. What's it doing? Why are you doing this, Nobu? Look at how long she is. Look at how tall she is. Everything, like this whole like 4 inches down here, she's just like, I guess I don't need it anymore. It's so annoying. What's it doing? It's dying. Says Kaiju. Yeah, it's dying. It's annoying. I'm not doing anything wrong. I refuse to take responsibility for this. Because look at all the new stuff. She's got new stuff. She's growing. Get rid of the chaff. Yeah, alright. You're right, you're right. You're right. There's Nobu. And yes, we're coming up with a Marla theme song now. Yes. Ding, da, dun, 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 da, dun, dun, dun. It's almost too dancey for Marla, but I like the chords. I like the... Thank you for the follow, TNT Bizzle. Ooh, I'm close. I'm very close. I just know the leaf is dying, and she's doing fine. Okay. It's so annoying. And look at the way it's like, what is that? Ew, why is it doing that? Why is it like curled up like that? Like it's trying to crawl back into the pot. I don't like that. New theme sounds like raindrops when it starts. Ooh. I hear it. So if I'm like... I want to do something weird at that point. Like chords that sound wrong. Good morning, Pyro. How are you? It's a nice little reminiscent tune. Okay. This is good. This is gas. This is gas in the tank. This is gas in the tank, Frenetic. She's growing like a tree, losing her lower foliage so she can get tall. Don't need those low leaves on the trunk of the tree. Oh my god, Kaiju. That is how trees grow. Oh my god, that is what trees do. Diminished chord says TNT says diminished chord. Maybe. I have not learned what those are yet. I'm sure I hit them. I just don't know what they are yet. Hello, real Zito. Not the fake Zito. Good morning and welcome to Morning Medley. My name is Omni. And I play piano in the morning. There's also some other segments we're going to get into. But right now, all of my plants that you see here on screen have theme songs. That's the theme song for this really tall one in the back. So all of the plants have themes, and right now the newest plant, the only one without a name tag right now, her name is Marla, and I'm trying to come up with a theme song for her. And that is where we are. That catches you up. My prayer plant made a revival and is dying again. Oh no. Hello, Gordon B. Chan. Am I saying that right? Of course I am. Good morning, Gordon B. Chan. Can I just say Gordon Chan? Can I just say Gordon? Good morning. How are ye? Donut says, has lost 2 leaves this winter and seems to have new growth in 3 different spots. Yeah, I guess it's the death plus growth that always is like the only reassuring thing to me, because death is scary, but death plus growth is, that's oh no, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not gonna worry about that. But yes, good morning, Gordon. Welcome. We're writing a theme song for Marla. This is all I have so far. That's all I have so far. Here's the issue with Marla's theme. So I'll just play little quick excerpts from some of the other plants' theme songs to explain the issue that I'm having right now. So Booba's theme. That's the first part. Second part. Back to the first part. See how it's just 2 parts that repeat? Here's Firo's theme. First part. Second part. Oops, sorry. Right back to the first part. To the second part. So the plant themes are written in like phases, or there will be 2 phases. Nobu's theme, this one, my Pelea plant. This is the first part. Second part. And then right back to the first part. Agnes's theme, this pothos plant over here, whose name tag is kind of obstructed. I apologize. Here's her theme song. First part. And then second part. Back to the first part. This staghorn fern over here hanging on my wall is called Zia, and Zia's theme song, first part, is second part. Back to the first part. Second part. So what I'm basically trying to explain is every plant theme is built of two simple song components that I just loop back and forth to make their theme song. So while I'm making Marla's theme, I'm trying to be very conscious of that, because the plants also have little jingles that play when they're redeemed, which usually will take a 4 to 6 note excerpt from the first part of the theme. Wow, this is more complicated than you guys need to know about. And so when I'm coming up with Marla's theme, the first part would essentially, as far as I've written, be... No. How did I do it? Yeah. Hello, Mac yourself. And then second part. I'm trying to get somewhere weird for the second part. I want like kind of out of tune, dissonant bad chords for the second half, if that makes sense. The very, very end of Agnes's theme always reminds me of the train arrival, Ecky tunes and J.R. Rail style, and I'm here for it. But like that bit, it kind of does sound like that. Wait, has it? It does. It has like a very arrival, very pleasant strummed chord at the end. Let me write. Yo, if the US, let's be honest, if the US ever did that, if we ever had like little melodies for each stop on the subways and metros, they wouldn't come to me. But I'm just saying I could do a really good job at it. There are certain jobs that are so far out of my scope I guess availability or opportunity that I just know I would crush. Kaiju says, they're sensitive to hard tap water. Do you use filtered water for them? Or you can leave the water out overnight? Sorry, wait, hold on. Sorry, Kaiju. Wait, are you talking to me? Are you talking? I don't think you're talking to me. My bad. I apologize. I didn't used to, though, so maybe that's part of it. We're talking about water. What kind of water are you feeding your babies? They talk in plants. You know, just plant talk. I said this exact thing in the Discord like a week, like last week, says Donut. Omni Railway score win. That would be sick. That'd be so sick. Where's that one sound I like? That's not it. Yeah, that crap? Stuff like that. Any of my chords sound good when they're played with like a music box and like strummed upwards. That's Just Believing. Key lime. What's this? That's oh, that's that new song that hasn't been named. Can we name this song already? Please? Is that Isadora? Hi, Izzy. Ooh, wait, hold on. It's been so long since I had to play the Brilliant Boogie chords. Not to sound nerdy, but arpeggiated is a good term for strummed upwards. That doesn't sound nerdy at all. I use the term arp a lot in here. Mostly in the production streams, though. Oh, that's hard. Which is tomorrow, by the way. The production stream is tomorrow. And then... That's wrong. Oh, thank you, Lindsay, for gifting a sub to Easy Dora. Easy Dora, I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? The weather is amazing. It's that springtime weather, baby. The squirrels are out. The clouds are out. The sun is out. I can wear this, but I don't have to. I could go short sleeves and like it's beach weather, baby. And I got the clouds I like. Oh, they're kind of moving. They're doing a little bit of a move. Thank you, Jinjo, and welcome, Jinjo. I hope you're doing amazingly. Can you do one of the sugar glider chords, arpeggiated? Oh, my niche self almost started asking for Tall Tales tracks. I actually don't. Okay. My brain, I don't remember any of the sugar glider chords. Which is wild because I used to play that song live. Okay, well, I'm playing the lead now, and it looks like I know what I'm doing, but trust me, that was weird muscle memory. I don't know the chords of that song, but maybe I can learn them on Friday and then try to do them then. What's the oldest track you remember? Says Umbe. How to play? Like an Omniboy song? Probably Bon Bon. The oldest I know how to play. I think that I mean, I talked about this in stream a lot, where I used to like hide from Bon Bon. But I think that the fact that like my bump sound comes from Bon Bon is like I'm grateful for. It's allowed me to get a lot more mileage out of that song that I don't even really enjoy playing anymore. Hello, Jesse, and good morning to you. Can you play the chords from Bumblebee? I can't, Darkrow. Isn't that wild? The only thing that I can remember from Night Stream is Bon Bon. And the main reasons why I remember Bon Bon so well is because Bon Bon is like... It's the clap sound effect, right? It's the clap sound. A Bon Bon melody plays every time somebody like follows the channel, every time somebody subs or does bits or whatever. It's always Bon Bon. And so even though I don't actively play that song anymore, it's just kind of constantly reinforced every time I make like a video post on social media. But Bumblebee rather, is a song I don't play live ever, and I also never really hear it. Like I don't go back and listen to it, and so yeah, I've kind of forgotten it. But I can relearn it if that's something that you want to hear. You specifically want to hear on stream. That's something that I can do. Play Ghost of You. That always tugs at the certain strings of mine. I can't play Ghost of You. Also for emotional reasons, I probably shouldn't play that. Ghost of You and Immortal are two songs I probably shouldn't play, but again, I can relearn them if you want. How did I not realize that sound was Bon Bon, says Kaiju. It's okay. It's because I've like dolled it up. I mean, I'm not even supposed to be telling you that. That's supposed to be one of those Easter egg things where people are like, "Oh my god, the clap sound effect is the first three notes of Bon Bon." But yeah, it's constantly reinforced. I'll probably be using those three notes for the next 10, 15, 20 years of my career. I just think they're fun and they fit well as like an ad bump. No need to do that. Don't want to bring you through the emotional roller coaster for sure. And I wonder if they're used, like, because it's just three notes. That three notes has to be in something. It has to be in, like, an ad for some, like, children's toy or snack or juice or something like that from, like, forever ago. But I don't encounter it enough. I don't encounter it enough that when I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's my thing. And so, do your worst. I think they're just neat. And I just think they're neat, and I'm just a baby voice. It's the freaking Marge Simpson voice now, right? I just think they're neat. Is it Marge who says that? Marge Simpson? Do you remember Vanilla or Liminality? Holy crap, Vanilla! I did used to play that. Ooh. Is that the first chord? It's probably not, is it? Is this the first chord? Wrong. I was doing okay there for a second. Oh, no. I'll never remember. I'm so sorry. What a wonderful chord progression, says Aria. Are you talking about Vanilla? It's so hard to look at my hands while I'm playing it. I'm sure that's the bass note. That's what it is. And then I can't figure out those chords, the other two. I gotta go to the dentist at noon. Good point. Good point.
Checking in with you. It's time to check in with me too. I'm fine, I'm checking in with you. Checking in.
Welcome to the check-in, guys. We're going to do a speed check-in today. I'm going to start just to make it go faster. My yesterday was a day called Wednesday. we did the stream and then we raided into searching. We raided into Titanium Jones, who was producing music. It was great. After that, I went out. No, I stayed home. I had to work. I had a lot of work to catch up on. I did not catch up on all of it. But then I forced myself to take a break at a certain point. Did I leave the house? I forced myself to take a break at a certain point, and then I played some Knockout City, which I haven't played in quite a while. It was a lot of fun. People talk about like toxic gamer boys, which they're the worst, you know. They are some of the worst. They're nasty little rat boys. But I ended up in a party with like these two very vocal boys, and I had a good time. I'm gonna tell you, I had a good time. They were saying some pretty like saucy stuff, which was hilarious. And I was like, you know what? Add me. And then I was just in their party for a while. We gamed. I think I was like the hitter. I was like the better player on the team. And there was actually some pretty cool conversations. We talked a lot, and it kind of brought me back to an older time in my life where you used to play video games with strangers, but it wasn't just like per match. Like, you'd actually talk to these people, and you're like, these people have no idea what my life is at all. And you hear what they're saying. Like, there was a certain point where we were winning a lot, and one of my teammates was like, dang, man, that sucks. And I was like, what's wrong, dude? Like, we just crushed. Like, we got 10-2. Like, this was a shutout. And he was like, I think my TikTok's flopping. And I was like, oh, wow. Word. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Like, that's serious. That's a serious, like, uh-oh, you know? Like, poor dude. Like, I feel him. I often lie to people when I'm playing video games with them. But I guess one of them makes music and was asking me if I made music, and I was just like, no, that sounds cool, though. Can I listen to yours on, like, a burner account? Umbe says, check in. Sorry, Pyro says, check in. Sorry, Kaiju says, check in. Work. Looking forward to having the next week and a half off. Surgery is coming. Less than 2 weeks started reading Chainsaw Man. Oh, you're ahead of me. Let me catch up. Pause. Let me catch up. I just want to catch up. That's all. I just want to catch up. I kind of fell asleep at the end of the stream and woke up to TJ's, says Cyber. Dang. Nappy Pappy. Pyroglyphic says check in. I took a day off yesterday so I could do a birthday thing with my friends. But we had to reschedule because they all had work and were sick. A lot of my friends are getting COVID right now. Everybody's kind of getting COVID right now. A lot of my friends are getting sick with the big C. And so, yeah, I haven't really been able to do anything with them either. Except for play video games, I suppose. I've got like some friends / neighbors that I want to invite over for a dinner party. I'm trying my best to be a normie, guys. I'm really trying. I'm going to make risotto. I'm I'm inviting them over for a dinner party. And we're going to, I think, watch a movie? You know, suburb stuff. Check in from Umbe. Sorry, by the way, Pyro, I hope the rescheduling goes well. And that the birthday plans go off without a hitch this time. Umbe says, check in. It snowed. Might be stuck here and unable to visit fam for the holidays. Nature be like that. Indeed. We'll also miss the open mic next week, too. Wait, duty calls last year I thought it might happen, so I'm not surprised, really. I'm sorry to hear that, Umbe. I was actually really looking forward to that for you. Oh, almost sounds like the good old days of gaming, says TNT. Right? Just some good old-fashioned boys are back in town. Dudes will be dudes. Sepia tone gamer hours. Pizza. Pepsi. Maybe crack open? Bust open? Bust open. Rip open? Maybe open a bag of chips? A bag of the Doritos? Cool Ranch flavor? Jinjo says, check in. While I was very tired, I went to see Ginger Root and Night Tempo, which was super fun, and got a nice tote bag full of goodies. I saw the goodies in the Discord, Jinjo. I hope you had a good time at the show. I was supposed to be there. I just straight up forgot. Aria says, Check-in. So severe weather came in and out of nowhere when I was at work yesterday, so I was told that today and tomorrow I don't have to work. How about that? The holidays truly are here. Then I have weekends off. Then Monday is a holiday since Christmas falls on a Sunday. I was super happy because that's 5 days off. So after I get done cleaning, I'm going to be preparing some music career stuff for the next year. Wow. I should probably be doing the same thing, Aria. Probably be doing the same thing. I'm gonna do it, Kaiju. I'm gonna do the risotto. I'm gonna take a photo. It'll be my neighbors, this like married couple, and then me kind of standing off to the side with an apron on going, I made this. That's me. I did this. What kind of risotto? Oh, wait. Lindsay says, what kind of risotto? Yeah, you were stirring a while. Yeah, you're gonna be stirring a while. I ain't gonna be stirring crap. I've got workers. I've got employees. I've got constituents. And I haven't decided yet. I haven't even really decided if it's going to 100% be risotto, but that's what I'm leaning towards. Man, that wave of nostalgia, says Jesse. Yeah, man. Old school gamer hours. Pyroglyphic says, I learned yesterday that humans don't have wet receptors, only dry receptors. We just see it as a change in temperature and texture. That's why it's hard to tell if something is wet or just cold. It's because we can't. Amen, Pyro. I felt that a lot, you know. Like when I sit down on a subway seat and I can't tell if it's just cold or if somebody did pee on it. It's never cold. It's never just because it's cold. It's always something. It's always something. Sometimes I sit down on a seat of the subway and it's like cold/wet and there's no way to confirm. I just have to stand up really quick and go like, Even if it was, nah, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Never had risotto. Now I want to try it too, says Aria. Go for it. The world is Yin Oyster. Afro Addy says, check in. I have gotten stuck falling asleep at 8 a.m. Ooh, I like it so far. And waking up at 6 p.m. This is good. We're a fan. So today I will try to stay up to fix my sleep. I also need to start structuring my days soon, so I will be returning to practicing harp every day. It's hard learning to read sheet music. I honestly don't know if I can do it. Also, COVID is in my household. So, I'm not going anywhere for Christmas or New Year's, etc. Well, good luck with the... Good luck with the COVID household. I know it can be rough. But as far as the harp, that sounds really great. I tried to learn how to read sheet music for a second, and I'm still interested mildly, but it's like also, I don't use it. Like, there's a very big difference between somebody like me and somebody who, like, plays for the Philharmonic, Like, reading music is a regular occurrence, and they're, oh, here's what it is. Guys, I have it. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to move on, I promise. The reason that reading sheet music is so difficult for me is because every time I actually dedicate time to learn how to do it, it's not reinforced by my actual career, if that makes sense. It would be like if I was taking classes for Portuguese, and it's like, yeah, I'm speaking a lot of Portuguese in the class, but then I come home, I look at TV in English, I'm speaking to my friends in English, I'm not encountering any Portuguese people unless I want to spend like 90 minutes listening to Bossa Nova. There's really no reinforcement in my actual day-to-day life. So me learning how to read sheet music is like, cool for 2 seconds, and then I open up Fruity Loops, or I go play a show somewhere, and it's like, yeah, I don't need this. That is why reading is particularly difficult for me. It's just not reinforced by my day-to-day life. Anyways, bodily fluids on the subway. Classic, says Umbe. Who knows what they're talking about, having lived in New York City? Liana says, check in. I had been ignoring texts from my brother because he's just been saying, hey, which makes me nervous. Then he asked me if I was okay, and I said no. So he said, oh, wait. So he said no. So he said, why you said I exist. And then my dad texted me earlier, are you okay? So I made a point to respond to fam. Yeah. makes you nervous? Hey. Hey doesn't make me nervous as much as my name. Ooh. People just texting me Omni? Ugh. Yuck. Disgusting. Heartless. Demons. Anytime I see a text thread and it's just Omni with nothing after it, do I respond to that? I do reply, but very, like, hesitantly. I usually reply to that with, like, what's up? And brace myself for impact. And I have a couple of friends of mine who just freaking talk like that. Like, that's how they get my attention. It's a text message. It's not a phone call. Just text me the idea. You don't need to get my attention first and then text me the idea. If you need to borrow $5, hit me up through text and say, yo, man, can I get $5? Don't say Omni. And then reply to that with, can I ask you for a favor? And then reply to that. Yo, it's a text conversation. The magic of text is that you can send as much as you want and I'll read it all at once. It's not... Don't text me Omni. Anyways, I feel you on that, at least somewhat, Liana. My family doesn't really text me. Jesse says, check it. My mental health demands I go out tonight, but it's this stupid freak snowstorm is going to hit, so I don't know how I'm going to play it. Dang. When is the snowstorm supposed to hit? Do they know? Do we know? Do humans? Do we know? Umbe says, I learned when I was in 3rd grade that it's probably too hard, but I forgot it because it's not used. So same as Omni, right? As far as learning sheet music, I feel like sheet music is lightweight like cursive. Ooh. Word up, Micro. Yeah, no, I feel that. I like that analogy. The anxiety is real, says Jesse. Cyber says Omni. It doesn't work in a Twitch chat. Ooh. Just space the notes out, baby. An opening text ending in ellipses is evil. My mom does that, Umbe. My mom uses a lot of ellipses. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I gotta ask her one day. I should just ask her. What the heck? I can just ask her. I need to just be like, Mom, what are all the freaking periods for in the text message? Like, what are you conveying? What does that mean to you? Because to me, it means someone's about to break up with me. Ellipses means, I don't know if it's working out. Ellipses means, where is this relationship going exactly? Ellipses means, I feel like, maybe this is done? Bail? I have something you need to know. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, come on, it's a text. It's a text message. You can send a whole paragraph. It's like asking if you can ask a question, says Jesse. I'm 100% on that. I agree so hardly on this, says Constrano. Yo, man, can I get $5? Yeah, see how easy that is? Just text that. Just text that. Just text that. Super easy. Super chill. Super simple. Super simple. Kaiju says, yeah, if you don't get their attention first, you can see if they're around to respond right away or if you're leaving a text voicemail. Yeah, but if you get their attention first, you can see if they're around to respond right away or if you're leaving a text voicemail. Text voicemail is pretty funny. I like the concept of that. All texts to me, by the way, are text voicemails. They're all text voicemails. I respond to text so poorly, and I didn't realize who I was until I talked to Zeph. Zeph operates her phone, maybe not exactly like me, but very similarly to me. She texts very similar to me. And when I talk to her, I'm like, oh, this is what I'm like? Jesus Christ. That's how I operate with my phone. Also, good late morning, says Mr. Electric. Good morning, Mr. Electric. Welcome to Thursday. Morning Medley episode 509, Yay or Boo. Today we will be playing Yay or Boo very soon. Yeah, the Omni, even if it's Omni ellipses, can I get $5? That works. That's fine. That's fine. The hey you up? Okay, I am actually guilty of asking if somebody is awake, but I had a good reason to do so. The you up, first of all, I didn't say you up. That's not how I do it. That's not really how I roll in these text sheets, but I have asked somebody if they were awake before. A lot. That's a thing for me. I don't understand what happens, and Gen X mean when they use ellipses. What do they think that means? Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like POV, right? It kind of got lost in the sauce somewhere. Awkward silence says Mr. Electric for the ellipses. Lindsay says, I like ellipses. It implies thinking or suspense to me. It makes me feel like a boomer. It is definitely a boomer move. But that's different. That's different. What I'm saying, Lindsay, is not necessarily just using ellipses. Like, using ellipses in a text is chill. But specifically the way some older people use it when they text, like, they put it in very strange spots. Sometimes they'll put it before even any words start. And, like, I don't know. They put it in strange stuff. Or, like, a sentence with, like, 4 sets of ellipses. Like, that's a lot. Even Shakespeare didn't do stuff that wild. Ellipses means pregnant pause, awkward silence, impending drop of bomb. Indeed. Indeed, Kaiju. Ellipses is the precursor to somebody died, so it always freaks me out. Agreed. Agreed. Jellystar says for their check-in, still sick. Insert Omni. Oh, you beat me! You beat me. I'm predictable as heck. Alright. Check-in, still sick. Insert Omni ad-lib here. I had a dream last night that I was walking in snow past this farm, and this giant crescent head, and this giant crescent head-shaped horse poked his head over the fence. It laughed at me when it noticed how startled I was, and I felt bad for bringing up an apple, even though it freaked me out. I felt bad for not bringing in an apple, even though it freaked me out. That's terrifying, though. That wasn't a horse. I don't think that was a horse. Can I get a $5? Says Jincho. Remember that weird McDonald's Kanye commercial? Lumbi says, yeah, that's the opposite of boomer use. Boomers just use it in an esoteric, unknown way. Yeah, agreed. The pet peeve for me is K, says Mr. Electric. Okay. So, okay, all right. Whew. Okay, so about K. K is honestly general use for some people. It really is. K falls under GU texting, where they're just like, hey, I use it all the time. For me, if I'm caught in what I call an acknowledgement string, usually if I'm talking to my mom, or like a neighbor, or a girlfriend, or a boss, a manager of some kind, or it's like they're just saying things and you're kind of, it's like them saying something, you acknowledging it, them saying something and you acknowledging it. I don't know that I've ever used K in like a mean, like moody way, but it's usually just like, all right, I hear you. And then like, I think all right, I hear you turns into like, all righty, got it, cool, good, solid, okay. Alrighty. Like that, like I'll probably get short at like maybe alrighty is all right is kind of my lower part of that register, but it is a thing that gets caught in like acknowledgement strings. Now K though, I've definitely gotten like a passive aggressive K from somebody that I didn't care about, and it felt good to like not be hurt by it. It felt like wearing Kevlar when somebody hits me with the K and I just like mark it as red and then delete the entire thread. Ooh. Superpower, baby. That's a superpower. I'm about to attempt to clean my house. Ellipses. Wish me luck. Ellipses. Implies dramatic suspense as if it's a scary task. Yeah, like stuff like that. Do they know what they're doing? Do they know that that's what they're doing? Boomers will be like, hello, ellipses. Yeah! And it's usually like, here's the thing, though. By the way, guys, at least in my English class, I went to a very nice school, okay? And in my English class, I learned that ellipses was 3 periods. But I've seen people, especially older people, use anywhere from 2 to like 15. And I'm like, also, that's just not an ellipses anymore. Whatever the heck you're doing. Like, that's not what that is. Donut Clown says, my dad will be like, hey, ellipses, happy birthday, ellipses. Hope you have a good day today, ellipses. Yeah, they use it like a period. I just don't understand, man. And on one end, I don't understand it. And on the other end, eventually I'm going to be old and I will probably develop some kind of weird idiosyncrasies in technology in this way, where somebody will be like, why does Omni always do that? Why does Omni do that? Like, that's not, like, will it be emojis or something like that? Like, maybe there will be something that I use and they'll be like, ew, why is he doing that? Freaking old people, man. I can't wait to figure out what that is. Can you pick up some sushi, says Cyber? Hello, ellipses. I hope you have a moment, ellipses, to speak about something, ellipses. Can you pick up some sushi? Yeah, man, I don't like that stuff and I don't get it. I don't get it. Kaiju, I don't get it. I never understand it, but I'm going to ask my mom. I'm going to ask my mom actually this afternoon, and then I'll come back to you guys with whatever her explanation is. Umbe says, I think it's also how the sentence is set up. It's like Boomer would be like, I'm about to attempt something, ellipses, syntax. I'm cleaning the house, ellipses, syntax. Yeah. It's a bit dramatic and just used poorly. Yeah, Afro Addy. That's exactly how they're using it. They want to sort the show of pregnant pause as some kind of thought. It also sounds like something a cowboy might say. I do have cowboy blood in me. I don't think I've ever used K, says Lindsay. K is kind of hard, but it does feel in a weird way dated. K. I use K a lot, but I never think of it as passive aggressive, says Cyber. Oh. People receiving it from you might. For sure. Who is it that I won't reveal who talks to me this way, because you guys know who she is, or some of you guys know who she is. But I have somebody that I text, and she says okay and K a lot, where it's like, hey, you want to hang out, or hey, you want to get burgers or something like that, and I'm like, I'm working on music. Then the response is just K, sometimes with a period, guys. Sometimes like okay period or K period, and I'm like, whew, are we cool? But now she just texts like that. Tay says, check in, having a stressful day at work before break, hanging on by a thread. But on a happier note, I reactivated my Instagram after taking a break from it for a couple of years and wiped it clean, starting fresh and going to use it as just a fun and low pressure source to connect with people and their art. That's really cool. Good for you. I took a break from Twitter for about a year, and it improved my health notably. It was incredibly detrimental to my career though, but but my brain was doing okay. You're not boomer texting if you're not inciting violence and fear in your words. I agree with this. Boomer texting, X texting. Dark Rose says, in texting form just means that the person is uninterested in what you're saying. Yeah, K. Yeah, K. Omni, hey, K. Yeah, stuff like that. I don't use it. I don't know. I get K meaning we're fighting, but to me it's just a shortened okay, unless you type capital K period. Then it feels a little bit more aggressive. Check-in from Tay says, forgot to add that I have been fun creating. I have also have fun creating my own Discord server after years of being afraid to make one. Sometimes you just got to pull the trigger, Tay. I'm glad you're back on Instagram, though. There's tons of stuff. You miss so many things. I get so many reels of, like, here's my suggested reels, guys. Complex music theory nonsense of some guy going, like, and then you pull this over here, and there's all these squiggly lines, and he's like, and that's a diminished 17th, 13th, 15th, baby. That's one of the suggested reels. The other suggested reels I get is, like, girls dressed in cosplay, like, shaking their butts or boobs or something like that. That's the second suggested reel that I get. And the third suggested reel I get is just people getting hurt. Like, so much violence. Like, people falling down stairs, somebody being on the business end of a weed whacker, like, weird stuff like that. That's my real suggestion. So, Tay, you're missing the party. I'm glad you're back. Donut Clown says, 40-year-old Omni is saying hard. Ooh. Why does that old man keep calling me hard? That's hard. Me as a 60-year-old biting into a big spoonful of risotto and going like, hard. Yeah, lock me up. Kaiju says, when I was weird little teen, I used to text KK instead of OK, like I'm some kind of Animal Crossing celebrity. Actually, I've got a few friends that still text KK. For sure. So, I'm down with it, actually. I really relate to the Cardcaptor Sakura dub because Sakura says, in a cheerily cute, annoying voice, K, and that's PME. Yo, Cardcaptor Sakura, I watched a lot of that show. And I can't say whether or not I actually enjoyed it. I like saying Oki or Okies instead of okay. Oki goes hard. Isn't that what Oklahoma people are called? I'll say Oki, says Donut Clown. Yeah. I'm never gonna stop saying stuff is hard, says Ube. Me neither. At least I don't think I will. One of my favorite ways of typing, generally millennials, is every
Okay,
word.
I don't want anybody to panic, but
Whoa,
we appear to
Tico
be
Yaki,
receiving
what?
a, Twitch raid.
Oh man.
everybody
I gotta pause the check-in, guys. I gotta pause the check-in.
Run! It just Twitch raid. 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 A Twitch raid.
Oh my goodness. Thank you everybody for coming in the raid, and thank you Tico Yaki for raiding. I like that name. Tico Yaki, can I tell you personally about the story when I had takoyaki for the first time in Osaka, Japan, and I let down all of my friends. I didn't tell them. Okay, so I don't love takoyaki. I'm not the biggest like seafood guy. I don't like love octopus. But I was too polite to tell them that I wasn't super into it, and they just kept feeding me takoyaki. Like, I ate at least 12 balls over the course of one night, and I was like, not okay. I was not okay. Anyways, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for coming in here right now. For any of the people that came in the raid, my name is Omni. I make music under the name Omni Boy. Right now in the segment, there's segments in this stream, and the segment that we're in right now is the check-in. Where I just check in with everybody. Everybody's Wednesday, since today is Thursday. So you can go ahead and tell me what you did Wednesday. I'm just kind of blazing through the chat trying to catch up. Because right after this, we have another segment called Yay or Boo, where we do some like betting. It's a whole game segment that I'll explain, I promise. But I'm trying to get there as fast as possible. But thank you so much for rating, and I do really appreciate that, Tico Yaki. I assume you like takoyaki with a username like that. Maybe you know where to get the good stuff. Maybe I wasn't having the good stuff. Malensi says, one of my favorite ways of typing, generally millennials, is every word in the sentence is capitalized. I and the punctuation is preceded. Oh, I do this sometimes. I actually do this with song titles a lot, too. The use of periods at the end of text have always way too much importance to me. I will okay, so the way my keyboard is set up is if I double space after a message, it automatically adds a period to the previous one. So like if I type, hi, my name is Omni and enter, it'll just have no period. But if I type, hi, my name is Omni space, it'll put a period there because it thinks I'm going to start a new sentence. And so there are quite a few of my texts that have come across as more aggressive than they were meant to ever be. The fun and quirky one to say enthusiastically is KK. I agree with this, Afro Addy. I agree with this. Omni, are you into theory now? Says Mr. Electric. I'm definitely not into theory now, but Instagram Reels target musicians because I play piano and I post a lot of music stuff. So they're just like, hey, you like music theory, right? So that's what's happening, really. I haven't been on Insta for years, and at this point, I'm too afraid to go back. Probably for the best, Jelly. There's nothing you're missing, really. Only on Facebook, I think I've ever seen that. But text, I don't know, says Kaiju. Facebook is a different world because of the age range of the people that use it. Perninick says, I remember that discussion when you were here. Ellipses. Both of us were, both of our algorithms were all goofed up. Yeah, my algorithm is still pretty trash on Instagram. I should have made us risotto. I would have ate it, Perninick. I'll eat a fine risotto. Kaiju says, I genuinely get confused when y'all say something is hard. I hear that's hard and immediately think of that's difficult. Wow, really? I apologize for this then, because that is something I say a lot. Same, I grew up with Cardcaptor Sakura, says Titanium. It was a good thing to grow up with. Clamp was doing their business back then. I mean, maybe they still are. Tico Yaki says, hello, we love your music so much. Thank you. I'm sorry it took me so long just to get to your comment. Is there a song you like? Is there a specific song you like? Or just in general? Either way, I really appreciate that, and thank you for coming over. I didn't even ask what you were streaming. What was going on over there? What was Tico Yaki doing? I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I'm catching up slowly. I'm catching up quickly. Thank you, leukemia? I like the spelling of that. The word leukemia scares me, but I like the spelling of that. I'm so happy I get to raid. I recently discovered your music and just fell in love instantly, says Tico Yaki, and congrats on the new album. Thank you, Tico Yaki, for even listening to it. Tico Yaki is a combination of my dog's name, Tico, and I love Splatoon game, and they have octopus, so I kind of just combine both. Oh, so it has nothing to do with actually eating the little octopus deep fried balls. Cool, cool, cool. Have you ever had takoyaki? Are you a fan of that? I just got a bunch of little producer memes. I don't even use FL, says Mr. Electric. Yeah, most of the producer memes do seem to be cooked up in FL. I don't know what that's all about. Way more FL producer memes than Ableton producer names. Tikoyaki says, also I was doing art, was drawing my friend's characters. Oh, okay. I should add a drawing. Remember, I drew Garfield, or at least I tried to draw Garfield once in this stream, Tikoyaki, and then people in the chat said they wanted an Omni drawing segment. I'm really bad at drawing. I've got a good brain, but bad whatever is between brain and making the thing. I have good that for music, for sure. I still haven't played Splatoon. I don't like that. I don't like that yet. I've got to figure out a way to like that. I finished my check-in, but just a quick review for anybody that just got in here. My check-in is yesterday we streamed, we raided into Titanium Jones. Right after Titanium Jones, we ran right into work, or at least I ran right into work. Got a little bit of stuff done, and I started playing video games yesterday. I fired on my PlayStation again and played some Knockout City. I actually like that game. I don't know. It can be annoying sometimes, but can't every game, especially when it's competitive online. Tikoyaki says, I vowed to have you in my top artist for my Spotify rap next year. Oh, what the heck? I promise I'm going to put out more music, Tikoyaki. This new album came after me not releasing music for like 2 years, and we're not going to do that again. I'll release something in the next few months. Let that be my promise. That's what my vow is, Tikoyaki. But honestly, thank you for rating in. How am I gonna see your art? I guess I'll just go to your Twitch and look at the VOD. I want to see what kind of art you make. I take a lot of Tico. I'm calling you your dog's name at this point. Tikoyaki. I take a lot of inspiration from visual art. A lot of times when people are like, "What are your inspirations?" I'm like, usually visual art is what I get inspired by, especially like animation too. We still got my Cirrus Clouds out. The sun's kind of coming through a little bit. But your typical December weather, everybody. Now we're going to go ahead and we finished the check-in. If you still have a check-in, you can still deliver them to me, and I will read them, I promise, and relate to them. However, now is time to go to Yay or Boo, because this game can take some time, and the mod who helps me run it does have a dentist appointment, and I don't want to cut in too much into her time, so we're going to go over to Yay or Boo now. I'm going to explain the rules of Yay or Boo once we get over there. So if it's your first morning medley stream, or it's just your first time being here on a Thursday, it'll make sense, I promise.
Time to review. What kind of reviews? Amazon reviews. Then we'll have to choose Yay or Boo.
Welcome to Yay or Boo. In this segment of Morning Medley, I'm going to be showing you guys a few items from Amazon.com. Amazon are sponsored today. Thanks for the follow, Talon. I appreciate you. Towin? Should I pronounce it Towin, actually? Sorry. Anywho, today I'm going to be showing you guys a few items from Amazon.com. And then a poll after I explain the item a little bit will be launched. Once the poll is launched, you will have an opportunity to vote on either a negative review, which would be boo, or a positive review, which would be yay. And then after a few minutes, I will then reveal the answer and you will see whether you've won or not. If you don't get the first one right, it's fine. because there's going to be several chances, again, to win. Yup, Toen. Thank you. Toen. Well, welcome to the stream, Toen, and thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy Yay or Boo. I'm just going to pause very quickly because I do need to read a check-in from Lindsay. Lindsay's check-in is mostly cleaned yesterday. It was going to stream, but the Bluetooth on my laptop decided to finally conk out. So that's kind of annoying, but I'm holding onto this laptop until the very last breath. But mostly cleaned, more cleaning today to prep for my sister coming tomorrow. Also, my ex, who I don't really talk to, asked me to design another tattoo for him. That's pretty cool. Tattoo artist? Local tattoo artist? Lindsay, LNZ. Am I gonna sneeze? I'm not gonna sneeze. Okay, so starting with our very first item. Oh, by the way, today's Yay or Boo is Christmas themed because I'm not gonna see you guys again for another round of these games until after Christmas has passed. So our very first item is A Country Christmas. Now, A Country Christmas is a movie, and I'm going to go ahead and make a very bold assumption that nobody here has seen this movie. I myself have not seen this movie, but it is on Amazon, and it has been viewed and purchased, and it does have reviews. I'm just going to quickly read the synopsis in case it's important to anybody here. It stars somebody named Kix Brooks, which I don't know, but I feel like is a country singer. I feel like it's a country singer with a name like Kix Brooks, starring in a movie called A Country Christmas. I'm just going to throw a wild guess out there and say that this is not an actor, but instead a country music singer. The synopsis of the movie is, a disgruntled politician starts a global campaign to ban Santa Claus, and Saint Nick loses his powers. Two children learn of Santa's plight and help him regain his powers when he becomes stranded in their barn. So it sounds like your typical Christmas, like Santa, people aren't believing in him and Santa loses his powers and we need to get his powers back. The prediction is live. Go ahead and feel free to vote now. Yay or boo. Kix Brooks steals Santa's truck. Yay? Reindeer yay? Or boo? Wreath no. Even though it's set to 5 minutes, I'm going to stop at around 3 minutes. Thank you, Cyber. Since we don't have the 3-minute timer, why don't they add a 3-minute timer? Why don't they do it? Why don't they do it for me? I wish I could vote sometimes. Now would be broken. Okay, so last week I actually didn't know whether the results were positive or negative. Today I do know. I do know what this one is. Some of the other items I probably won't have remembered because I put them in my phone quite some time ago. Did you guys hear the drum roll? Because I didn't. Is it over? Is the prediction over? Wow, you know what? These predictions usually end up pretty similarly split. You didn't hear the drum roll either, huh? Yeah, me neither. It says it should work. It says it's live. It says it exists. It does say it. Wait, did Cyber spell it wrong? All right. Jesus, a lot of typos going around. Okay, thank you very much for the I almost said thank you very much for the typo. Thank you very much for the drum roll. Dang, dumb roll. Yo, you know what, Cyber? I actually should do that. If I'm being honest, I should make, especially for things that are like more difficult, like drum roll, where it's not like a simple one word. Like I probably should just make all typos execute a drum roll. So the prediction is over. Are we good? Are we good? Is everybody's votes in? Drum. Rum pum 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 pum. Bum bum me and my drum. What is that song about? It's about a little boy that comes to play drums for baby Jesus, I think. I have no gifts to bring. Rum bum 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 bum. Kaiju says maybe all typos trigger a typo in chat sound alert. Ooh, that's pretty hard. Yeah, shame the typo. Shame the typoist. Shame the typo. Time to choose. All right, guys. The prediction is up. In the case of, give me another drum roll because I actually have to pull up the review on my phone. Thank you. In the case of A Country Christmas, starring Kix Brooks, our reviewer is Patrick and gives this movie a a whopping 5 stars. A powerful Christmas movie. The review goes on to say, this is a powerful Christmas movie. A Scrooge who saw Santa as a child got coal in his stocking, so as he became an adult, he wanted to ban Santa Claus. 2 kids saves Santa's life after Santa and his elves and reindeer lands in their barn. The 2 kids shows the Scrooge the true meaning of Christmas when the kid's mom is sick again with cancer and Santa saves her life and loses his job as Santa and his elf becomes the new Santa Claus. It has a lot of heartwarming story and a few bumps in the road and ends in a happy story. I'm glad that I have this on DVD to enjoy any day of the year. Patrick gives it 5 stars. One person found this review helpful. Person was not me. Bro, that's the most pettiest reason, says Dark Bro. Because Strauss said it was so obvious that this movie is bad and he had to vote yay because it would have been too obvious. Aw, Constrano, no. It was very helpful. Thank you, Patrick. At least for this one person. That's a Country Christmas music, sorry. That's a Country music, sorry. That's a Country Christmas, starring Kix Brooks. There was no music anywhere in that. Okay, our second item for today. I hope everybody won, by the way. Did I say that yet? I hope everybody won the bet and that nobody lost the bet. Our second item today is eggnog pillows. Okay, so I do have to explain this a little bit. These are just hard candies. They're eggnog flavored hard candies. And they're called eggnog pillows. If you've ever had those like old people peppermint candies that kind of, you can see the folds in it, how it has been like folded back when it was in its like toffee type form, when it was in its more stretchy, malleable form, before it was baked into a hard candy. It's basically that, except replace peppermint with eggnog flavored. Dar says, hold on, can I still vote? Also, that's disgusting. Alright, so I didn't think there was going to be this weird unanimous. Lindsay says, ew. Alright, guys. Does anybody like eggnog? Any nog heads in the chat? Because I don't want this to be that swayed. Y'all weak, says Dark. It's up, vote, it's up. I love eggnog, says Crafty Becky. Thanks, Becky. Becky with the nog head. Thank you. I like eggnog. Micro says eggnog smacks. Better call Becky with the nog head. Sorry, I do like eggnog, and I used to hate it. I'm a convert. I don't know. I'm not a fan of eggnog, says Kaiju, but I'm more the liquidness. An eggnog flavored hard candy might be good. Okay, open-minded, open-minded. Oh, I'm a nogsmith, says Donut. Okay, alright. What, you make it? Oh, you make it? You might get frenetic on the train. On the nog train? On the nog train? Please vote. Who sleeps on eggnog pillow? Who's that knocking on my back door? Sorry, who sleeps on eggnog pillow? Yay? They, me, for real, for real? They just like me, for real, for real. Or boo. I have a dent in me head. Ma, I got a dent in me head. Oh. Eggnog pillow does sound delicious, though. I would buy these, by the way. I'm a noghead. I'm a noghead, says Afro Addy. I've been burned by milk-flavored candy before, says Kid. Interesting, interesting. Were they the little white rabbit ones? Nogheads sound off, says Ultraviolet. Word up. Nogheads rise up. Eggnog is the nectar of the gods, says Darkrow. Okay, okay. I'm hearing you loud and clear. You're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. Honestly, I haven't had it much, but says Lindsay. Can't nog no more, says Jellystar. My thing with eggnog is when I first had eggnog, the consistency threw me off. It's a little thick. It's a little thick. It coats the esophagus, you know? It gives you a nice nice top coat. But later in life, I developed a taste for spicy things. Like, I really like chai tea. And while eggnog isn't as spicy as chai tea, eggnog has, like, a lot of spice going on in it. And I do like that. You like that. Eggnog, nectar of the gods. Cyber says, fun fact, eggnog is now Omni's is how Omni tells it's Christmas. Honestly, yeah. I just do not care about Christmas. And I'm not even in a Grinchy way where I'm trying to destroy Christmas, but I would say I care about Christmas about as much as I care about President's Day. Like, most of y'all out there that are like, wait, it's President's Day? That's me with Christmas. And so, yeah, when I see eggnog on the shelves in the stores, I'm like, oh, it that time of year. Dar says, I think the fact that Becky co-signed your nogheadery should shake you to your tresses. Dar, I shook my tresses clean off at least 100 episodes ago. And if Becky's down with the nog, I'm down with Becky. Only nogheads here. We just had eggnog lattes, says Ultraviolet. Word, word, word. I learned that it takes a month to make actual eggnog with alcohol and stuff. Wait, I think Pernetic told me that. Was it Pernetic that told me that? Or was it Cider? Pernetic? I think it was Cider. I think I'm getting confused with Cider, actually. Micro, sorry, I haven't made it to the bottom. Had some sort of Peruvian eggnog my homie's girlfriend made last night. It went hard. Tell your girlfriend's homie, sorry, tell your homie's girlfriend? Tell your homie's girlfriend. That's what's up. From me, personally. Signed, Omni. I just got lightheaded laughing about that. I don't even remember what you were laughing at, Kaiju. I'm sorry. It's too thick for me. That's not drinking texture. That's topping on a pastry texture. Ooh. Give me the icing. Give me the icing. Lindsay says, yeah, the consistency is not it. I mean, you can always mix it with stuff. I think a lot of people mix it with rum, and that, like, fixes the consistency, I think. Are you guys big rum heads? Rum head! Wait, what am I thinking of? Rum ham. I'm thinking of rum ham, not rum head. Rum ham! I love the thicky nog, says Ultra. Indeed, 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 indeed. It went hard, like eggnog pillow. Guys, the prediction is over, question mark? I think it's over. I heard a drum roll. Does that mean it's over? Not a numbered, but like a Malibu, I guess. Not a rum head, but I like Malibu, I guess, says Dar. I actually kind of can't stand Malibu. The only cool part of Malibu is all those pigs that Robert Downey Jr. has like a big animal ranch in Malibu that if you're driving up the PCH, you drive right past it. It's like right there on the water. And he has a lot of giant pigs. And I think alpacas. And so the coolest thing about Malibu is like seeing Robert Downey Jr.'s alpaca and pig farm. Everything else is kind of whack. I guess that's where Nobu is. The restaurant that my plant's named after is also in Malibu. Malibu goes hard, says Umbe. No, they're under Malibu. I know, Dar. I know. I was making a joke. But I do live in Los Angeles. Thank you for the second drumroll kit. The second review that we've got is just made by Amazon customer. Amazon customer gives this item 1 star with the title Barf. Apparently the Germans are still mad. The review goes on to say, right up front, I love eggnog and try to have it in as many ways as possible whenever it is available. So I saw eggnog hard candy and I jumped on the chance. I tore open the bag and right after it arrived and I popped the first one in my mouth. What an awful tasting mistake. I don't recall ever having eaten fermented boogers before, but this candy tastes the way I would imagine they would. It tastes nothing like eggnog. It was grim, aberrant, metallic, chemical assault. I spit the first one out and almost immediately and threw the rest of the bag away. I hope I didn't poison a landfill someplace. Amazon customer did not like it. 11 people found this review helpful, and I hope you all did too. I hope everybody won. I nearly fainted laughing at it. Oh, I have a dent in my head. Liana cooked on that one. Dar says, Omni purposefully misinterpreting me once again. Ooh, also misreading you, I guess. I am from SoCal originally, now living in Colorado. Colorado, where all the color went. Thanks, Crafty Becky. Did you appreciate SoCal? You went from a really low elevation to a extremely high one. How did your body fare? Are you smaller now? Wait, what happens to people when they go to higher elevations? Do they get smaller? Something happens to them. I think their heads get bigger or something. Like so the air changes in their body or something. They eat way more. There was a thing. There was something. Anyways, that was eggnog pillows. I hope everybody won. The Germans? Yeah. These candies are made in sweet, sweet Germany. Deutschland? The land of Deutsch? Oh, thank God I was rewarded for my morals, says Dar. I knew it'd be a boo, but I has to be loyal to the nog, says Donut. XX Blades 17. I love that username. Did y'all even like Blade 3? Thank you for the sub. That's a YouTube notification, by the way. Thanks for the follow, Crafty Becky. Now that's a Twitch notification. Omni, you'd eat a primary school short story audiobook down. Sorry. Omni, you'd eat a primary school short story audiobook down. Sorry. Omni, you'd eat a primary school short story audiobook down. I don't know what this comment means. But yes, I would eat a lot of things. Not helpful because I lost, says Jelly, talking about the review. What would I eat, Dar? Frenetic says, I'm on the wrong side of the balancing the votes out today. Is eggnog the same as Colt? Sorry, what's Colt, Constrato? This review is right this on the right side of history, says Dar. Aw. The guy's a winner. Thanks, Becky. Thanks, Becky. Crafty Becky says, I appreciated the food out there, but was ready to move away. I've lived in many states since then. Happy I landed here. That's beautiful. I won't get too specific on where you live in Colorado, but can I just say that Colorado Springs, there's a little piece of my heart that lives in Colorado Springs, and I think she's a mother of 6 now. Constrano says, Pernetic, are you still betting large amounts of tokens? Also, I recently got an aged white tea that's pressed in a cake. Did you know there's something called a tea knife? It's like a puncturing tool used to cut up poo air. Oh my god, does Pernetic ever? Pernetic has several of them. In like cool fancy case. Sorry, this is Pernetic's business. Pernetic can answer that question. Probably already has, but yeah. I didn't know what that was until I went to Pernetic's place. Boots the house. Afro Addy. Afro Addy. How dare you say that in my stream and not expect me to laugh? Yo, my old roommate used to always say, boots the house down, sis, every time we got food. Like, take one bite and then be like, oh, boots the house down, sis. Oh, Christ. Are we girl bossing? There's so many quotes my old roommate used to say that do still live in my brain. Do still live in my brain forever and ever. Anywho, scrolling, I'm trying to get to the bottom. I made it to the bottom. Folded metal and everything, says Pernetic, talking about having those fancy knives. Are we girl bossing at 4:30 on a Wednesday? Omni, this slaps. Aw, I'm gonna have to send them a message today. Anywho, thank you for the yay. That signals on. That signals us to move to the third item for today's Yay or Boo segment, which is an elf costume, a Christmas elf piggyback human costume, and wear this to your work party. It'll look like you're riding a little elf, a little Christmas elf, all night. Christ. Sorry. If you guys haven't seen these costumes before, they're pretty boilerplate. I used to work in boilerplate. So much. I can't even remember what show I was watching. I was watching some freaking stupid courtroom drama. It was a movie. And the word boilerplate wormed its way into my vocabulary, and it still kind of sleeps in there, I guess. Pernex says, and yeah, I still bet big if I have to on the items. But lately, I just balance them 50-50. Oh, you're the culprit. That's how they always end up so close. You can buy whole elves on Amazon now. You sure can, Micro. Afro-Addy says, I bet this one made a kid cry. Aw. Well, don't say that. What's wrong, honey? You've hardly boots the house down. Darn. See, these are the jokes I like. These are the jokes I like, for sure. For sure. Aw, I miss my roomie. I miss my old roomie. We used to get into some mess, man. We used to get into some trouble. Anywho, please vote. The prediction is up. One of those males on an elf? That's me for sure. I'm definitely one of those males on an elf. Males on an elf on a shelf? Yay? It's not weird at all. Which is true. Or boo. What's behind elf head? I mean, what's the back of the suit look like, or what's directly behind the elf's head? All right, guys, for these costumes, there's actually a lot of these. Like, and when I first saw them as a kid, I was very impressed with them. It wasn't this elf one. It wasn't like this elf one, obviously, but I actually can't remember what it was. It might have been like some type of horse. It might have been one of those horse ones where it looks like your front legs are the horse's front legs. But then it has these little cowboy, like, fake legs hanging off to the side. The first time I saw this as a kid, I was really impressed with these types of costumes. Now, honestly, now even when I look at them, I think they're very clever. Like, whoever was the first person to design this type of costume was really on one that day. Because they go pretty hard, actually. I'm a fan. I'm the family disappointment, says Dar. Aw, me too. Me too. Y'all are voting hard. Vote hard, live hard, play hard. We work hard, we play hard. What is that from? Is it the Army? We work hard, we play hard. The Army. No. The Army was be all that you can be, and then it was go Army. What is we work hard, we play hard? We work hard, we play hard. Chevy. Is it Chevy? I take my job very seriously, says Dar. I certainly don't. I don't even take my life very seriously. Anywho, what's the man's gift? I wonder. The Army, says Lindsay? I don't know. I don't know. Drumline? Nick Cannon? Dar? Are you talking about Nick Cannon? Are you talking about Nick Cannon in the chat? Dar? Wow, the chat is really... Oh, there we go. Friday Night Lights? Oh, are you talking about football or sports movies? A Euphoria flashback? Who knows? That's the Navy? Wait, what's the Navy? We work hard, we play hard? The Navy. Army esports? What is we work hard, we play hard, guys? Kaiju says, no, work hard, play hard is just a weirdo corpo guys who mean we work, desk job, and then we go drink after work. Like izakaya? Like all my depressed salarymen friends in Japan going to izakaya afterwards and getting just blackout drunk on a Wednesday because that's the way they do. In the Navy, you can sail the 7 seas. How do we only have 7? How have we not found another one yet? I was about to say that was just Japan, says Dar. Indeed, true, true. Crafty Becky, please enjoy your lunch, please. We work hard, we play hard. Is it over? When you do the drum roll, I don't know if it's over or if you just like the drum roll. This reminds me of the weird canon I have in my head that Lindsay is a Coast Guard coded. Lindsay is Coast Guard coded? That's... That's sick. That's the sickest thing I've heard in the chat all day, Umbe. Somebody being Coast Guard coded made me sick to my stomach. Okay, are the seas just the oceans? Because you can sail most of the seas in the traditional sense, says Dar. I don't think the Coast Guard is allowed on the ocean. What does that mean? Being Coast Guard coded? Whew. I haven't heard that in so long, says Dar. I'm really for mommy describing something as boilerplate. Boilerplate goes pretty hard. Is Baywatch the Coast Guard? Lindsay, ugh. You said the words Baywatch, and my heart skipped a beat. God dang it, man. I just want to Baywatch. Sorry. In the case of the third item today, the Santa... sorry, not the Santa. The piggyback elf piggyback ride costume. Elf costume piggyback ride. Our reviewer is Sconelbro? Sconelbro? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this name. But they give it 2 stars. And the review says not as pictured. Not as pictured. Obviously the ears don't stick up like in the pig. Kind of a big deal because it looks more like a pig with the droopy ears, they say. They were not happy with the elf costume. They feel it looks more like a pig with the droopy ears. I've got an image of it. I don't know if we can get that close. If we can get you guys a good look at it. I can do what I can. I guess he's kind of right. It does look pig-ish. Piggish? Yeah? Oh, it does kind of look like a pig. Have you guys played the game Tomba? Or Tomba 2? It does kind of look like a pig. I think it's the skin color, maybe. Is it? Actually, what is it that makes it look like a pig? Is it just the skin? Or is it just the droopy ears? Like, if the ears were sticking up, would it not just look like a pig with perky ears? Something to think about. Something to think about for sure. Oh, I like him. I like the hands. I like the... I do like the hands in the picture of him taking this photo for some reason. That's like making it really gross to me for some reason. His legs. His feet! Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. What's the next item? Was that 3? Was that 3? Okay, 4. The 4th item is Grinch Baby. The 4th item is Grinch Baby. If anybody has seen the live-action Grinch movie, I feel like maybe that's related to this. I don't know how many Baby Grinch things there were before the Jim Carrey movie came out. Oh, Christ. I think it's pretty. I like that they give it all 5 toes. That's pretty sick. Was the Grinch here? Grinch Baby! Yay for ill or boo for ill? Come on! Come on. It's... Oh, that's so cool. You guys are so mean. Look at its little baby face. Oh. Mama. When I grow up, I want to steal Christmas. I like how big its eyes are. Very anime baby. How dare you, Grinch Baby? The lashes. It says ultraviolet. It's so pretty. I like its top lip. It's funny because, like, yeah, the Grinch is supposed to be hairy or whatever, but since the hair is separate from the face, it just looks like it has the wildest, like, lion's mane. I do like it, though. I do like it, and I'm standing by that. Please vote. Please vote Grinch Baby. We got Baby Yoda at home. Dang, Gene Joe. Mean, cruel, harsh, ruthless. Good thing I'm not able to sleep, says Constrano. He's doing the cat face. Yeah, and everybody likes cats. If you like cats and you don't like this, you're a hypocrite. If you're like, oh, kittens are so cute, and you don't like Grinch Baby, you need to look in the mirror. You need to take a long look at yourself. Cyrus says 8'3", what? Got the extra long mink lashes? Yeah. Very pretty. Aww. Yo, I'm actually really, like, no joke, though, like, seriously, no joke, like, the hands? I'm, like, kind of impressed with, like, look at the fingernails and stuff. Like, they could have done way worse. I'll put it that way. Like, this didn't... They could have tried way less. Look at the toenails. Oh, you know what? This makes me think kind of of Shrek. When you look at the fingers, like, isn't that what Shrek fingers look like? Like his hands? Weren't his fingernails, like, kind of grody a little bit? Do you think the Santa suit is removable? And it's just a little green body underneath it? Do you think it's removable, or do you think it's like, Sorry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's really cool. And I like Grinch Baby. Grinch Baby. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote while it's still up. I wouldn't touch that. Oh, I wouldn't touch that. Oh, I wouldn't touch that with a 39.5-foot pole, says Micro, making both a beautiful Grinch reference. And, I guess that's it. I like that. I like that. It's a really good song. Are you guys familiar with the Grinch? Or do you guys like, do you know the Grinch songs? Omni forming an emotional attachment to Goblin Child. It's Grinch Baby! Goblin Child. Actually, in a universe, in a world where I accidentally kick off the creation of a human life, and it comes out looking like this, I'm gonna raise it, man. I'll stick around. I'll stick around for Grinch Baby. I will move, though. I will move out into the mountains somewhere where Grinch Baby only has a very limited contact with other humans, so that Grinch Baby doesn't realize how weird Grinch Baby truly is. And then one day on my deathbed, when I'm finally dying from all the pizza that I've eaten, I'll tell Grinch Baby, I'll say, Grinch Baby, there's a whole world out there. I was doing this to protect you. I hid you from the world to protect you, Grinch Baby. If you go out there, they'll kill you. Never forget who you are, Grinch Baby. Don't forget where you come from. My loins. It's the hands and feet that bother me, says Lindsay. Is that what it is? Is it just the hands and feet? Micro says I wouldn't touch a 39.5-foot pole. I still appreciate this reference. Omni forming an emotional attachment to. I'm editing this to say Grinch Baby. Danny Bird says I kind of want the painted nails. I kind of want to paint the nails, though, says Danny Bird. What color? Green? Oh, that would kind of ruin it, wouldn't it? Constrano says Theros effort put into this thing. I agree. Wait, are you just quoting me and you don't believe that? Are you making fun of me? He needs a mani-pedi, says Liana. Y'all are cursed. How dare you? This little goblin is the best, says Kaiju. Thank you, Kaiju. Me and you against the world. Baby Shrek fingies? Yeah, I do agree that there's a lot of Shrek parallels, for sure. For sure. And it's because Grinch is covered in hair, but for the reasons of this, like, form factor for the baby, obviously it's not hairy, so it's, like, smooth. So it has, like, ogre-like features. Don't talk about its body, says Ultraviolet. How cursed of a question to ask that, says Dark Row. I'm sorry, I was just wondering. Because usually when you get, like, a baby born or something like that, or Cabbage Patch Kids, you can take the clothes off. Let's all pitch in and get Omni this cursed green Christmas child. It'll be the only thing of festivity in my apartment, for sure. For sure. Omni wants Omni, how much is it? I think I actually marked that down. Hold on. I'm getting to the bottom of the chat. What is the Grinch if not just a tall goblin? He's fuzzy, he's green. My point stands. This is a hill I'll die on. That the Grinch is actually a goblin? Grinch's parents were goblins? Grinch is just a hairy who? A hairy Whovian? Omni, the implication of this. Omni plus female equals Grinch fanfic? I mean, it's probably out there. It's probably out there. This theory exists somewhere in like a Reddit thread that doesn't like me. This isn't a Skeeter convo, says Liana to Umbe. The Shrek comparisons are a little racist, not gonna lie, says Umbe. Alright guys, the prediction is over. In the case of Grinch Baby, aww, Grinch baby. Oh, I like it. I do like it. All right. No feet allowed. This thing is 20% feet. In the case of Grinch baby, a reviewer is somebody named Noel Vega. I do like that their name is Noel. That's pointed. Noel Vega gives this Grinch baby 5 stars, saying, "This teddy bear brings joy to my has a fallen angel that rise to my needs and support." The review goes on to say, "I love the feeling of the rubber flash of cotton that feel my need to live long while my journey goes on with my education." No one found this review helpful, but it is 5 stars, so that counts, baby. That counts. That counts. I hope everybody got it right. I hope. Cap. No, it stands. It stands. It's a positive review. It's 5 stars. Truth. That's what I say. Kaiju, are you there? Are you still here? I don't know how to play any Christmas music, but if I could, I would. I promise you that. Constrano says this person cannot be for real. Sure they can. No, Vega. They had to be able to operate a keyboard, right? And so, yes, in the case of Grinch Baby, it was a positive review. I hope everybody won, and I hope you enjoy your newly acquired points. 3 out of 4 for me, says Kaiju. I like those odds. Grinch Baby. All right, our fifth item today is a Santa climber. Okay, so I do need to explain a little bit what this is because this photo doesn't really do a lot of explaining. What it is it's a little toy that is battery powered, where it's a little ladder that you put next to your Christmas tree, and Santa will climb the ladder and descend the ladder. He like ascends and descends the ladder slowly while Christmas music plays. You might notice this little sack at the base of the ladder. That's actually the battery pack that it's powered with, and it just makes it look like he's decorating your tree, like he's putting the lights on it. It's actually kind of a cool little ingenious toy. He doesn't actually put lights on the tree. I do have to mention that. It's just for show. He just goes up and down the ladder with lights in his hand. It's just something for like if people come over to your apartment or your house, they're like, oh, that's like cute, little miniature Santa decorating the tree. The prediction is up. Dang, Leon is fast. The prediction is up. Santa climbing. Oh crap. Okay. All right, Liana. Yggdrasil. Drasil? I know I've seen this word so many times, but I've never heard it said out loud. Is it Yggdrasil? Yggdrasil. Drasil. Sometimes I look at words and if there's too many consonants back to back, my brain does like the dial-up start sound. I just don't know. Yggdrasil is how I'm gonna say that. Yggdrasilba. 1 star. This dude didn't put up one single light, says Ultraviolet, which is, yes, if the toy was meant to just actually decorate your tree. I do need to communicate with you guys that this will not decorate your tree. It just won't do it. It will not do it. Like that elf legit carries you around in his shoulders 24/7, but Santa can't even put up lights on this tree one day a year. Santa don't be working. Especially if people don't believe. Why do I make the highest bet on the one that I'm most certain about? Most uncertain about, says Constrano, leveraging my American card. I mean, this is where we go. This is where we go. I have never seen that word, says Lindsay. Oh, I has. I feel like we're in a place where like a lot of like pagan and Nordic stuff is getting more popular, and so I feel like that word gets that word Idris Elba gets drudged up a lot with that. I think it's pronounced Yggdrasil. Well, that makes it a lot easier, for sure. If that's true. Cyber says, it's the world tree in Norse mythology, world's biggest tree, which is funny because Santa looks tiny. Yes, it's very, very clever. But yeah, that word, as Cyber says, it's a Nordic thing. It's like a Norse mythology thing. And so I feel like now with movies like The Northman and things like God of War, there's like a lot of like Norse stuff in video games. Even Assassin's Creed, and so I am seeing that word pop up a lot. I was looking at Frenetic play that game what's it called? Ildenfell or something like that? Not Elden Ring, but the MMO one. But anyways, that one's all Norse. And so, yeah. Idris Elba. I still like that joke. I'm standing by that joke, Jelly. Hardest name, says Micro. The name is hard. I take no ownership over Cyberpoles, says. Oh, this is a Cyberpole? Thank you, Cyber. My bad. I don't know who be doing it. But thank you, Liana, doing the honorable thing and giving credit where credit is due. Who were we just talking about yesterday where I was like, I would have lied and taken the credit? Oh, it was when Micro was talking about, was it Micro that was talking about the dog and the vet? And the vet was like, this is good bulgogi that this dog just vomited up. Valheim, thank you, Pernetic. Yeah, Valheim. And so Yggdrasil, that word shows up in Valheim. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I get it. Norse mythology is like, it's kind of cool. It's kind of wonky. It's got, I like Greek. I think I like Greek the most. Greek mythology the most, and then right after that is probably Nordic stuff, like Norse mythology, and then after that is Egyptian stuff, and then after that is, I guess, I don't really know a lot about Chinese stuff, but I know the story of, crap, what's his name? The monkey! Not Sukong? Wukong. I know the story of Wukong very well. And Goku, says Upe? Well, I mean, yes and no, right? Like, Goku is definitely based on Sun Wukong. But I was talking about the original story, Sun Wukong. Yeah, Rago's hard, no cap. Rago's hard. Son Goku, says Jellystar. Yeah. Sun Wukong, yeah. Sun Wukong go hard. Sounds like you don't know about the monkey. Sounds like you don't know about that monkey. Monkey Magic. If anybody played the video game or watched the cartoon for Monkey Magic, that's also based on Sun Wukong. The Sun Wukong story is really cool. I've seen a lot of stuff and even read a couple of things based off of it. But that's the extent of my like Chinese mythology knowledge. I don't really know a lot. But yeah, Greek. I think I like Greek because I like how they were really mixing in with the humans. Norse mythology is cool too, but they don't seem to mix with humans much. It's just like gods being gods, you know? Just gods being gods. Oh, is it done? Monkey can go hard, says Liana. Bonsoku? Sorry, I have to pull up the review. In the case of Santa Tree Climber, our reviewer is Robert R. Volwalker. Sorry. They give this 1 star, just saying that it doesn't work. So anybody who gave this a boo, they got it. Oh, it did come with a video. Of it not working. I like this with the boobs. I think it just doesn't go anywhere. That's a snowman, says Cyber. Yeah. It comes with detachable heads. I should have said that. It comes with a snowman head, and an elf head, and a reindeer head. But it doesn't climb up the ladder. It just kind of stays in the center of the ladder and plays the music. So he gave it a, It comes with detachable heads. It comes with a snowman head, a Santa head, and a reindeer head. I'm sorry, an elf head, just in case you wanted to swap. But it appears that it doesn't actually move up and down the ladder. It just kind of like, yeah, vibes, as Jelly says. He's just vibing. Make it play some R&B and resell it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Got some points from the Aggie Redeems. For Aggie Redeems? Oh, is that what you were saving up for? Hitting that dumpy, says Liana. Hitting the big dumpy. And the big dumperooski. That's it for Yay or Boo Christmas edition. You guys made it. I hope everybody won. Now we have to go to news.
Time to do the news. I think it's time to do the news. It's the
I like that in the reality of that song. He's still saddled. My saddle's waiting. So still protection is involved. My pony, ride it, says Cyber. Cyber says, my pony, ride it. Welcome to the news, guys. In the news, it's going to be very fast because we're mostly just talking about tomorrow. So for those of you that don't know, tomorrow is the production stream. Send in your samples. This is the last day to send in samples. Tomorrow's production stream is going to be a little weird, only because, firstly, the song just makes me think of Little Sebastian. Dang. Same kinda, actually. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so submit your samples. Tomorrow's production stream isn't going to we're still not quite back up to the like music making marathon that I would do before. Tomorrow's production stream is going to be mostly sample acquisition. I'm taking a lot of samples from Discord. We're going to be setting a few one-shots for the sampler. And when I say one-shots, what I mean is my Roland SP404 sampler that I have on the side that I actually like make beats with and stuff like that. I played a couple of them that I made on the train up to Seattle and at Prenetic's place. I played some of them last week. I have a whole different folder in there that's just dedicated to stream samples. So a lot of people have like, they play one-shots with their what's the thing called? Stream Decks. Like a lot of people, not Stream Decks, that's Steam Deck. Wait, Stream Deck? Am I thinking of the right thing? The thing that people use with the with their OBS and stuff like that, where they can like change scenes by pressing these little buttons and it's programmable. I don't have one of those. They're called Stream Decks. Thank you, Cyber. I don't have one of those. They're a little bit expensive, but I have a lot of music gear, which can be used as that. Like the way that I'm able to even switch scenes in the stream is with my MIDI fighter, right? Like this thing, which is a musical instrument. This is for like making music. If I all the buttons aren't marked, and a lot of the buttons are marked with like nonsensical things, but if you look, like it's just hooked into my laptop, and I have it so a lot of these different buttons go to different scenes. But this is a musical instrument. Like I don't actually have a Stream Deck, but it would be wasteful for me to purchase a lot of proprietary stream tools when I can repurpose a lot of the music instruments I have to get there, if that makes sense. Back to news. And so this Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to be repurposing my sampler to be kind of a one-stop machine to deliver a few samples that will play in the stream. I'll probably be putting the USA sample somewhere in the sampler, and so that'll be fun. It'll be a little bit slower, not as much of like a, lightning round production fiasco. It'll be a little bit chiller and a little bit slower as we're just building out the production stream. And if you're newer to Morning Medley, this is pretty common. At the beginning of each season, like the first 2 to 3 Fridays are just building out what the framework is of the production stream. And then by the time we get to like mid-season, I'm like cranking out tracks. And so I do firstly apologize for the people that don't want to see that part of the stream. I apologize that I'm doing that on stream instead of just doing that in my own free time. And secondly, I want to thank anybody who doesn't mind that and is just like patient through that like little builder phase. I got to figure out how to do this. Don't use your MIDI Fighter 64? Yes, I do. I got to figure out how to do this. If you need any help or tips, who better to ask than me? I can help in the Discord as far as how to make a MIDI Fighter stream capable. That makes sense? Because yeah, you definitely can't just hook this thing up, or at least the way I have it set up currently, it doesn't hook directly into OBS. There are, and that's because I used to use Streamlabs, so I'm still using like the Streamlabs workaround. But right now, there is a plugin for OBS where you can like plug in MIDI information to trigger different scenes. And so I'm probably going to be moving over to that about mid-season. Why buy more tech when you can just micro your macros? Indeed, micro the macro. This is what it's all about. Remember Max for Live? Of course we all do. Wait, what time is production stream, says Liana, asking a very good question. Did we do a poll and vote on it? I think we did vote on it. I can't remember what the result was of the poll. We voted on it, and I don't remember. Was it morning or evening? Yeah, there's some extra plugins and stuff, says Aria. It was morning, yes. So tomorrow's production stream is going to be at 9 a.m., just like today's stream was. And I think that is all the news, guys. The holidays, I keep forgetting, but they're coming up. I think. I hope you guys enjoy them very much. I will be cracking through my new book, catching up on some writing. Wait, oh, that scared me. I was looking at one of Booba's siblings, and well, it's his kids, but they're the same size. I was looking at one of Booba's kids, and I thought it was Booba, and I was like, wait, if you're down there, who the heck is this? It was Tuba. Tuba's got a really weird lean to him. That's like, I'm still trying to correct, but I just don't know how. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to correct that sick lean. Look at that. It's terrible. What am I gonna do with you? You leak sand everywhere too. That's not okay. Heaven help me. All right. Let me catch up on chat, and then we can go to song recommendations. How's that sound, everybody? Sound fair and timely? Oh, so production ones will be mornings now? Oof, says Aria. They may be. They may be. I've explained this a little bit, Aria. Right now, they can be either or, and so I'll usually run a poll on what people prefer. But once we get deep into 2023, I don't know. I don't have any specific plans. But if I'm just, like, guessing, 2023 is probably going to be a little bit busier than 2022 was for me. And so it might be easier for me to do my morning stuff and then go out in the day and do work. Like, this is also work, but this is like Twitch work, where I just kind of pour time and energy into a stream. But then there's also like work that usually tends to happen like in the midday, sometimes into the late night if I'm like playing a show. And so they might be more morning ones than evening ones. We're just kind of in the middle right now. Like last week was an evening one, but we'll see. Result was 9 a.m., says Bernard. Yeah, we're doing a morning one. Morning production poll. Morning production poll too. We re-polling? Recount! Stop the count. We need to recount. This election was stolen from me. Darko says, repost, repot, the plant. Repot the plant. Which one? Which one? Just got the face other side of the sun. Just got face the other side to the sun. We can... Oh, that's what I've been doing, Lindsay. Like, Tuba doesn't actually face the sun. In the stream, when Tuba's in the stream, which is rare, Tuba's like left side faces the sun, but when I put Tuba in the living room, Tuba's facing the wall. Like I'm putting Tuba in detention. Like, Tuba does not face the sun, or at least the leaves themselves don't. Yeah, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The sandy one. Yeah, Darkro, the sandy one. Oh, repot it? Repot Tuba, huh? I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Will I do it? We'll see. It's just such a pain. It's just such a pain. They're big enough, you know, like repotting things like Nuba or Marla or Agnes. Easy peasy. Repotting like Firo, Nuba, Tuba, Booba, Zia, the idea of like remounting Zia is going to be a mess. And so definitely I'm going to have to do it no matter what. In fact, just a little peek into the future. The Omnipolitics stream would go hard, says Umbe. I would get obliterated in a political stream. I just want to tell you that much. Because you know what's going to happen if I ever start to get too political in streams? And the only reason I'm saying this is because I understand how like Twitch works. If you do a thing on Twitch, you attract barnacles. And occasionally I'll attract art barnacles. Or as I call them, articles. And they come in the stream and they go like, I animate, this is pretty cool. Or I make music, this is pretty cool. Or hey, I'm a hairstylist, this is pretty cool. And I'm like, hey, welcome, come on. Occasionally we'll even get a plant person in here. However, if I start doing political streams, I'm going to get a different type of person that comes in here. Somebody that lives politics. And I don't want them. I don't want them here. I would love to talk to them in person. That's the funny thing. Political discourse in person, I actually have a high tolerance for. Political discourse on the internet, I have no tolerance for. I'm just like, leave me alone. I won't say anything. Even if two people are talking about something that I'm like super into and I agree with, I just will keep my mouth shut. I'm like, I don't want to do this. Don't ruin the space for me, please. I gotta go. Have a good day, y'all. Have a good time at the dentist, Liana. Thanks for sticking around as much as you have. Thank you for all your help. I appreciate you. I hope it goes well. I hope the appointment goes amazingly. True, says Micro. Yeah, I just don't want them in here. And heck, some of you might be them. I might actually have political, like, you know, internet arguers right now in my chat, but they just know that this isn't really the place to do that, so they don't do it. And I would be afraid of somebody coming in here and being like, how do you feel about what's going, like, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I've never even heard of that country. I find it weird that, you know, when people start sentences where, like, I just find it kind of weird that, I find it kind of funny how you, like, people starting sentences that way, that makes me coil up like a shrimpo. Goodbye, Liana. And Merry Christmas if I don't see you in tomorrow's stream. Happy holidays, I'm sorry. Happy holidays. When are we going to be done with Happy Honda Days? Am I going to be 60-year-old and Honda is still going to be saying Happy Honda Days? We can't let them keep getting away with that. Eventually we do have to stop them. What was the result of the poll? That's all the news, guys. That's all the news. Tomorrow's a production stream. We're going to be doing more building out of the stream on tomorrow's stream. And that's that. And I need to go get Calpis because I am already low. So are we doubly morninged? Oh, it's still 9 a.m. Okay, all right. The marketing worked, Omni. The marketing worked. How about it? Morning medley. People are like, evening medley, but that's not the name. Remember when people used to come in and go, morning medley? It's 3 p.m. where I am. But Omni, in the Philippines, you know, people coming with that. I'm just like, I don't know. It started in the morning. I don't It's morning for me. Or even for the evening streams, right? It would be like, more like evening medley. And I'm like, I'm not going to make a new intro. Jeff Bezos doesn't care about me enough for me to make 2 intros to this one stream. That's all of the news, I think, honestly. It's just tomorrow's going to be a production stream, and the holidays are coming up, and I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. I finished Spiral, I think I talked about. I finished Spiral, the sequel to Ring. I started Loop today. These books are dumb. If you want to read something that's very, like, kind of dumb, and I don't mean dumb in, like, stupid way. I mean dumb in, like, ridiculous. Like, these are the books. Guys, the book The Ring starts in one direction in one way, and by freaking the end of Spiral, it's just like, what am I reading anymore? What is going on here? Also, I don't have enough time to talk about it because the stream's pretty much over, but like, all of the Japanese men whose books I encounter, they have this thing they do. I've only read 4. I've only read 4 books by Japanese authors, but all 4 of them. These guys do this, like, one thing very consistently, and whenever I encounter it, I think, I wonder what that is for American authors. I wonder if you live in, like, Singapore, and you have, a thing for reading a lot of American books, what is the thing that we do that they're like, I can tell this is an American author. Look, he did the thing again. But Japanese authors be doing this one thing. Umbe says, random question. How do you feel about being called Music Man, Omni? I feel like piano players get called that a lot. I do get called that a lot. Specifically piano players. People don't really go around calling, like, drummers Music Man a lot. But for something, it's like piano players are the Music Man. How do I feel about being called Music Man? I don't mind. I've actually adopted it. I call myself a Music Man a lot of the time. Most of the reason I call myself a Music Man is because I think it's my only, like, my contribution of value to the world is music, so I'm like, yeah, I'm a music man. If you were a baker and that's the thing that you did, I'd call you a bread man. If you drive the garbage truck, I'd call you a sanitation specialist. Micro says, it makes me think of the movie. My dad used to play that like 2 or 3 times. Oh, talking about the Music Man? That is a beautiful, oh my god, the Music Man. They made us watch The Music Man in 5th grade, and that did, like, do something to my brain, where I was like, something about a fast-talking, suave, like, salesman, it was everything. I mean, The Music Man, preachers, pastors, like, I really liked super confident. What's the word? It's a sh sound, I think. He has oh, what is it? Charisma, not sh. Charisma, like the charismatic snake oil salesman type. Like I thought that they were so fun. Charisma. Yeah. I think it's gonna reheat some shack slices at the end of this stream. Ooh, that sounds good. Should I eat pizza today? Oh, it is Elden Thursday. I usually get pizza for Elden Thursday. Pernetica, is Elden Thursday still on? Because I'll save myself for Elden Pizza if that's a thing. We got trouble right here in River City. Ugh, I love the way he spoke and sang. It was beautiful. Monorail. Remember when The Simpsons spoofed to Music Man? Monorail. So good. Anywho, when I was a kid, by the way, and I got that reference, maybe I was like 11 or something like that. I got the reference that The Simpsons was doing. That blew my mind. That might have been one of the first Simpsons references to like culture and literature that I actually understood. Because Simpsons makes a lot of really heady jokes for kids, but that one I was like, wait, it's like the musical that they made us watch in school. The Simpsons is doing it? How do they know about that? How do they know about what I learned in school? The kids actually saying that and are they trolling us? Says Kaiju? About the Riz? Are they trolling us? I don't think so. I think it's a real thing. I think they like it. The Riz. I think there's a lot of, like, out of all the like whack things that kids say, I think Riz is probably like one of the okayer ones. I actually like Riz. I think it's chill. I don't say it myself. Like, I don't use it. But when people say it, I'm like, yeah, okay. I've never seen that, but then again, I haven't seen a lot of musicals, says Cyber, talking about the Music Man. Word. I've seen a lot of musicals. I'm a big musical fan. As long as I'm like, oh, actually, I guess there is no caveat to that. I just like musicals. I like musicals. Sometimes when I'm watching like a Disney movie and they break out into song, I'm less into it sometimes. I don't know why that is. But like just your traditional like Music Man, like Les Mis, Lion King, the big ones, you know, the big hitters, those go hard. Grease? Who doesn't like Grease? West Side Story? Come on. Give me more. Rent? Huh? Sweeney Todd? Can we keep going? CT Myers says, kids are definitely saying Riz. Got your finger to the pulse of the youth. Yeah, kids are definitely saying Riz. It's not a troll. It's real. It's real and we like it. You like that. Umbe says, Riz doesn't bother me. It's kind of neutral. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Like, charisma, if you're going to shorten charisma to one syllable, I'm actually into that. At least it's just, like, not, like, random words thrown together. Like, at least I could follow very quickly the origin of it. I was like, Riz? Oh, okay. Charisma? Yeah, makes sense. You wouldn't call it ma. You wouldn't call it car. Riz is, like, maybe the coolest thing that you could have said to shorten charisma. All right, guys. That wraps up the news. The only thing we have to do left is our song recommendation. Riz just feels like something Tom Haverford would say. Wow. You're not wrong. Tom Haverford is... Yo, I have so many friends that talk and act like Tom Haverford, and none of them are black. And why would they be? Why would they be? I love Tom Haverford as a fictional character. If we're talking about mockumentaries and characters, Tom Haverford is like maybe in my like top 3, top 5 of all of the mockumentaries I've seen. He's up there. He's up there. And I was searching Abbott Elementary for like who's that character for me, but like a character I unanimously like no matter what they do. Maybe the janitor. All the other characters I kind of hate in Abbott Elementary, but like a good kind of hate where it's like, oh, these people suck. You know, like the way I feel when I look at Friends. Kaiju says, Riz just sounds corny to me. I don't have a problem with it. Just sounds like something I tell my mom teens are saying to make her sound like a dope in front of my friends. It kind of does say, I get that vibe. I get that vibe for sure. Now, thought that was divisive, says Umbe. Indeed. I mean, acronyms can always be a little bit divisive, for sure. What am I looking for on my phone? Oh, I'm looking for the song recommendation for today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for keeping you guys this long. I'll let you go. You, haha, you hate Gregory? Yes. I hate all the characters. I unanimously hate all of the characters in Abbott Elementary. I think they're all like really obnoxious. And I know some of them are supposed to be obnoxious, but I like sometimes when I'm just like looking at the screen, I'm just like, come on, man, Jesus Christ. I do want to say thank you for the follow, CT Myers. I do want to say though, like, Abbott Elementary is an amazingly made show. When I say that I find all the characters annoying and not in the good way, I'm not saying that the show is bad. The show is great, or else I wouldn't have watched it. I wouldn't have kept watching it. Oh, you know what? I take back what I said. I like the ex-boyfriend. I like Zach Fox's character, but no, there's not even a but to that. I just like Zach Fox's character. And he's like not in the show that much, which is like a bummer for me. Zach Fox is like my he's my space cadet. Remember the space cadet from Agretsuko? The only character I liked that just kind of got written out. And people were like, you liked him? Ew. Nobody liked him. That's why they got rid of him. And I was like, I liked him. I liked him. And when he left, I stopped watching the show. That's how much I liked him. If Tariq's not in an episode, it's really hard for me to like keep... It's hard for me to like Abbott Elementary. He's really good. Plus, Zach Fox, I think I'm biased because Zach Fox is just like a... I like Zach Fox as a person. I think he's fun. And he's really nice. I'm sorry, there's landscaping going on. It's leafy outside right now. But I will say, if you're going to be a horrendous person online, you better be a nice person when I meet you. You have to be a nice person when we hang out if you're going to be an absolute monster on the internet. And I feel like that's what Zach Fox is. Like a super sweet, caring, very considerate man who on the internet is just completely unhinged. I super didn't realize that was Zach Fox, and I don't know how. Wait, you didn't realize until when? Until... Don't tell me until this conversation. I'm looking up the song. 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 I'm so close. I'm right there. There we go. I was just adding the song to the playlist. Oh, it's autumn time, guys. It's autumn. It's a leaf autumn time. This is the extent of it. That's the extent of autumn in Los Angeles. Just some fallen leaves and some pleasant weather. Just some fallen leaves and pleasant weather. Okay, guys. I don't look at him a lot. I've mostly just seen his tweets, says Lindsay. That's valid. That's fair. The only reason I probably... If I had never encountered him in real life, right? Like, if I didn't live in Los Angeles and Zach Fox just wasn't around, the only reason I would know what he would look like is because he has, like, songs with artists I like, right? Like, he's, like, worked with Thundercat. He's worked with, Kenny Beats, and so I like encounter him a lot musically. Like as a musician, I just see him in videos. He has a song with BFP the Pac-Man. Oh, that song is so hard, actually. The bean kicked in. The bean kicked in. Oh, it's not fair, man. Zach can draw. Like when I first encountered Zach Fox, he was just an illustrator. Not just an illustrator, like that's like a lower act of artistry, but he was just drawing stuff. And then I was like, oh, he's comedy too. Oh, he can rap also? Wow, alright. Should I just quit now? Should I retire? It looks mostly like a day after tomorrow here. Cali always looks so spring. Always looks like spring. True. True. I'm in my winter spring right now. Is that a reference to the global warming movie, Umbe? Talking about day after tomorrow? I hope so. I hope so. I feel like everyone else on Earth forgot about that movie but me, says Kaiju. I definitely remember A Day After Tomorrow. I also remember the first one. Remember the original Day After Tomorrow? Like the old one with the automaton? Did you watch the original, Kaiju? It does not age well. Anywho, I just know Zach Fox from the... Oh. That's fair. That's fair, CT Myers. Honestly, anything you know Zach Fox from is fair. He just does a lot of random stuff. There's an original? What year? Before we were thought of, for sure, Kaiju. It's super old. It's like in black and white, I believe. It's in the list of movies I've arbitrarily decided are the best movies ever made, says Umbe, talking about The Day After Tomorrow. Interesting. Chronicle and Jumper being the other ones. Chronicle and Jumper are... merely mentioning those movies are enough to get, like, jumped, Umbe. People hate those movies. Chronicle and Jumper are two movies that I thought were really, really good, especially because they happened before the whole, like, superhero craze. Like, those movies were back when, like, young kids with powers was still kind of like a weird indie thing to be putting on the big screen. So I love Chronicle, and I love Jumper. I think that they both should have had more movies. Like, they could have made a great series or trilogy, but both of them just ended at the first one, because I think they did really poorly at the box office. Anyone here liked Hancock, says Kaiju? I liked Hancock. Hancock was, I think, my introduction to Charlize Theron. I think that was the first movie I actually saw her in, and at least knew it was her. Hancock was pretty good. Another movie where I was like, I could see 2 of these films, or even 3, but they just stopped at 1. But maybe that's for the best. But yeah, I liked Hancock. It was good. It was kind of cheesy up until the point, I'm not going to say it for spoiler reasons, but up until the point where they, like, explained the thing between him and you-know-who. And I was like, oh, this makes the movie really good. And I liked it. Anyways, dude, what's your favorite movie, bro? Jumper is the agony on their faces. Yeah, people don't like it when you like Jumper. People don't like it when you like Jumper. Ain't no way I could ever decide on a single favorite movie, says Ombe. I agree with this. Also, I like Jumper a lot. I think a lot of people hated Jumper because it had a really thin plot, and it starred Hayden Christensen, which people were still very angry at for his portrayal of Anakin, which I don't really fault him for. And so, I think that the movie got kind of review bombed and dunked on for reasons that weren't exactly its fault. I feel the same way about Chronicle, where I feel like Chronicle's crime against cinema was that it I almost said booked because I'm a stupid musician, is that it casted a lot of no names. There was like not a lot of big names in that movie. It was kind of a C-list star cast, and so people just didn't put butts in the seats, you know. Maybe if they would have put, I don't know, Tom Welling or like a younger, what's his name? Who's Captain America? Chris not Hemsworth, not Pine, Chris Evans. If it had like a bigger name in it, it probably would have done well, but it was just like a lot of nobodies, you know. Kaiju says, I gotta watch those movies. I vaguely remember them existing, but never saw them. I definitely, I suggest seeing them. They're short, and they're easy to, they go down smooth. I always forget Evans' name. Me too. It's weird that I remember Chris Pine's name, but not Evans, considering Evans is way more prolific than Chris Pine is. At least in movies. Okay, I think that covers the news and also a wild tangent that I didn't mean to go on. I remember Hemsworth and Pine, but not Evans. But do you remember the fourth one? Do you remember the fourth one? Chris Bale? Wow.
Recommend a tune. I've got a song to share with you. 3 reasons to recommend a tune. Recommends.
Look at that cloud cover. I'm really happy that I've been able to show you guys what a cloudy day in Los Angeles looks like. See how thin those clouds are? Hey, all my Pacific Northwesterners, you looking? You getting a good look? So thin. So easy. Creamy, if you will. I love it. By the way, the fourth Chris was Pratt. Umbe did get it. But I do like Bale. Because I just like the idea of somebody calling Christian Bale Chris Bale. It's pretty good. I do like, there's a fourth one? It's like, yeah, unfortunately, we do have another Chris. He's Mario, how could you forget? American Psycho reboot with Patrick Bateman? Patrick Bateman? Oh, with Patrick Bateman, played by Atheist Bale. Atheist Bale goes hard. I always forget Chris Rat. Bateman? Guys, I want to be out in it. The second I finish the stream... Oh, I have to shower, though. I have to shower. You guys can't smell me through the camera, but I smell like yesterday. I am going to shower, then I'm getting out in this freaking weather, because come on now. Are you kidding me? Are you for real? All right. Welcome to Song Recommendations. Today I'm going to be recommending you a song that has been added to the playlist that Cyber just linked in the chat. Again, if you ever need this playlist, you can type in !Rex in the chat and it'll bring up the playlist. Today's song recommendation is Cirrus. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Is the theming on point or what? Today's song is by an artist called Bonobos. And the song is called Cirrus off of their album, The North Borders. And I'm going to be recommending this song for you guys for 3 reasons. Love this track, says Micro. Micro knows what's up. Micro knows what's up. The 3 reasons, and they're going to go fast, so pay attention. The 3 reasons why I'm going to be recommending this song to you guys, firstly, is because this song has something I like to call development. A lot of music people will refer to this as a crescendo. The reason I don't really like the term crescendo is because crescendo has a lot of classical definition, meaning increase in volume, right? To play it louder, right? Like if I was going to be playing piano, and I do this a lot when I'm playing piano, specifically if I'm playing like signal songs, where I'll go from like really quiet to like louder to quiet. Or a more traditional crescendo would be just like starting really quiet, super soft, and then gradually increasing your volume as you move along. That is a crescendo. This, I prefer to use the term development because instead of increasing in volume, it's increasing in layers. So those layers themselves aren't changing in volume. You're just stacking on layers in the song to develop a much more complex idea. That's the first reason why I want to recommend this song to you guys. Because if you listen to a lot of pop songs, yes. If you listen to most songs, they're going to be adding things over the course of the song. That's just how you build narrative in music, and it's also how you make sure that the listener does not get bored. However, when I talk about development, I'm not talking about just gradually adding things over the course of the song. I mean literal building blocks where one piece of the song loops for the entirety, and you have a second loop, a third loop, a fourth loop, and you're building loops that way. That is what I call development, and that is the first reason why I want you guys to listen to this song called Cirrus by Bonobo. The second reason why I want you guys to listen to this song called Cirrus by Bonobo is because yesterday we talked about something called a reprise. A reprise in a song is when you repeat the intro of the song and the outro. You return to your initial idea before you end the song. This song has a very interesting way of flipping a reprise on its head. If you listen to the first few seconds of this song and you listen to the last few seconds of this song, yes, the same idea is being repeated in the traditional reprisal form. However, what Bonobo has done for the last bit of the song is reverse some of the actual sound. So in the beginning, you're getting a lot of those samples played forward, and in the end, in a traditional reprise, you're returning to those sounds, but half of them are played in reverse. It's kind of an interesting take on the reprisal form that you don't really encounter a lot. The third reason why I want you guys to listen to this song, and this is the longer, heavier, maybe more complex reason to explain, is because this is a very percussive song. If you're familiar with musicians or you're familiar with musical instruments, if somebody says percussion, most of you guys will think of drums, right? You'll think of drumline, you'll think of a drum set, you'll think of bongos, you'll think of drums, because that's what percussion usually means. When people refer to a percussion section, there's somebody over there playing on the snare, there's somebody over there playing on the timpani, there's somebody playing on the cymbals, or, this is your percussion section. However, in the traditional and much more fundamental definition of percussion when we talk about music, it's really just impact. It's two things colliding at any type of velocity. And that can be found in a lot of different instruments. In fact, that's found in the piano, which is why when a lot of people define piano, there's always this ongoing argument whether a piano is a stringed instrument or a percussive instrument, when in actuality it's more so a hybrid of the two. Because yes, you have strings inside of the body of the piano, but in order to play those strings, you're not necessarily strumming them, you're not taking a bow to them, but you are hitting them with a system of tiny hammers that are attached to your piano keys. So it is percussive. You're hitting the strings to get that sound. However, when you think about it in that way, then a lot of instruments can become more percussive. As long as something's being impacted, you can make a guitar a percussive instrument by slapping the strings. When you think about slap bass, that is a percussive way to play a bass guitar. When you think about even instruments like the xylophone, the marimba, the kalimba, a lot of these instruments also can be very percussive, right? Because you're not playing them with air. You're not blowing wind into some type of series of valves and tubes to produce a pitch. Instead, you are hitting something hard enough that it vibrates at a very specific amplitude or frequency that is going to create a pitch. That is why things like xylophones, things like glockenspiels, things like even the triangle, remember the triangle? Like, those can be tuned. There's triangles to different notes, and it's still a percussive instrument. This song is built, most of its harmonic language, and when I mean most, I mean like 95% of this song, basically everything except for the bass tone is built with percussive instruments. Your chords are built with percussive instruments. Your leads are built with percussive instruments. Your drum section, of course, by default, is built with percussive instruments. And so there's a lot of hard impacts in this song. A lot of bells, a lot of clangs, a lot of metal impacts, a lot of wood impacts to build the overall harmony of this song, which is then undertoned by a sub bass. It's very rare. You don't find it too much. There are some cultures, especially tropical island cultures, where the majority of their instruments are percussive. Whether that's because they are built out of materials that are found more local to that region, or because usually percussive instruments last a lot longer and are just in general less finicky, right? Like a percussive instrument, for the most part, especially like gamelan and these things, can kind of be left out in the sun. They can be left out in the cold and they'll be okay. Whereas more finicky instruments like stringed instruments or instruments that have valves and things like that in them, like woodwinds, are a little bit more finicky and require higher maintenance. So when you get to closer to the equator, there's a lot more percussive instruments. And so because of that, you're not hearing a lot of percussive instruments in like pop music and classical music and jazz. It's just not how most genres are built, which makes this song all the more unique because the majority, again, of its harmonic information, not even rhythmic information, its harmonic language is delivered with percussive instruments. So again, the 3 reasons why I want you guys to listen to Cirrus by Bonobo off of the album The North Borders is because reason number 1, it has a way of building songs that I call development. You can also think of this as a form of crescendo, where it's built off of a series of loops. The second reason is it's a unique take on the reprisal form by returning to the intro at the end of a song, but playing bits of those samples backwards to kind of mirror what was played in the beginning. And the third reason why I want you guys to listen to this song is because it's a very good example of building a song out of percussive instruments, and also an example that percussion is also tonal. You know, you can build chords with a percussive instrument. Whew. Any drummers in the chat will probably understand that, but just anybody that isn't, you know, familiar, those are some pretty good reasons why I think this song stands out and can be appreciated. This song sounds cool as heck, says Kaiju. I'm glad you like it. I'm also glad that Micro already knew about it. I hope that anybody else, once you get a chance to listen, I hope you enjoy this song. That brings us right back. That brings us back to the outro of the stream. We can come up with who we want to raid. This, by the way, this lighting, see how not harsh this is for me? I'm not hot. I'm not sweaty. I haven't gotten hot once this whole stream. My tea's still cold. Oh, and it's delicious. Hold on. My tea's still cold. I'm comfortable as heck. And it's all thanks to those clouds, baby. It's all thanks to those clouds out there. They're keeping me cool on this December day. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on chat. Then we can talk about who we're going to raid. Scrolling up. Hopefully not too far. What about crescendo in number 9? We could try to do that. I can play sound number 9. Mighty number 9. There's a post that I've seen on Tumblr of someone giving a boomer troll an aneurysm. Giving a boomer troll an aneurysm by telling them that they're remaking American Psycho, but changing the name to Patrick Bait Person. Oh, played by Atheist Bale. Word. Okay, I get it now. Oh, Christ. After you're done, Omni, would you recommend watching Chainsaw Man? I'm trying to load up on stuff to watch, and I heard it's questionable. I like Chainsaw Man. I like it. Would I recommend it to you? Yeah, it's all right. Here's what I think you're gonna do, Cyber. Ooh, can we do Cyber predictions? Guys, in the chat, can we do Cyber predictions on how we think Cyber's gonna feel after having watched Chainsaw Man? You can play even if you haven't seen it. It's just a good guessing game. I think that Cyber's gonna watch Chainsaw Man, and Cyber's gonna come back with a review with lukewarm approval of like, yeah, it's pretty good, but... and then insert like very astute observations to the way Chainsaw Man's narrative is built compared to other anime that Cyber has actually liked. Do I think that Chainsaw Man is going to be really good to you? I actually don't think it will. But I think you will enjoy it, if that makes sense, Cyber. And I think you're going to have some like some cool reasons why it's troubled. But I definitely recommend watching it, right? Because it's not that much to watch. It's pretty short right now. I'm probably going to start reading it at some point because I guess there's only one episode left, which is whack. Rooftop. I didn't even see you come in. I do recommend watching it, although, less of my taste. I recommend watching it. I don't know a ton about your taste, Cyber, but I think you'll like it. I'm more concerned about my wife. She doesn't like a lot of dismemberment. Well, there's none of that. Well, your wife... Look at it! Look at it! It's already happening again! The wind bloweth, and the leaves falleth. They just came. And I'm not saying that it should never be done. I'm not saying that landscaping is a waste of time. I'm just saying, like, it does something to my brain when they take off the leaf blower and everything, and then, like, one gust of wind, and all of their work is... Sorry. Anyways, I only recommend Chainsaw because it's popular right now, so you'd be in the know. I do not recommend it to all, though. That's my thing, Umbe. I think that Chainsaw Man is not going to stick with me. I don't think it's one of those shows that I'm going to like be thinking about forever. But I do look forward to reading it. I think that maybe reading it might be better. Am I weird? Have you ever watched an anime and then thought to yourself, this probably was better as a manga? Because sometimes I think about that when I watch Chainsaw. She's going to watch it if she doesn't mind covering up her eyes until you tell her it's safe to look. Yeah, I was joking earlier. Chainsaw Man obviously has chainsaws in it, and it's an anime, so somebody's going to lose something. So yeah, there is dismemberment. I would say that it's not over the top. The dismemberment, I would not say it's over the top. I mean, there's dismemberment in like every fighting anime, right? Like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, they all got dismemberment. I would say it's not over the top. But it's definitely a thing. Umbe says it's a good example of a popular thing leaking into demos that may not enjoy it. Yeah, I feel that way about Game of Thrones. This song sounds cool as heck, says Kaiju. Looking forward to listening. I hope you enjoy it. Soups is on. Says, oh, Soups on. Yeah, we're probably gonna raid Soups unless there's somebody else. Forever Human's also on again. I like making Soups draw stuff. If we raid into Soups, I'm probably gonna make Soups draw Grinch Baby. Because it's just easy. It's too easy. Sorry I've been lurking. Was resting a bit. I hope you feel well rested, Tico Yucky. And thanks for sticking around. I thought you just dipped. I appreciate you for hanging out. Wow. I think Cyber will appreciate it a bunch, but I feel that it's just okay. Honestly, Chainsaw isn't even at the lit part in the anime. Yeah, that's why I want to start reading it. Because the way the anime is being built out and the way things are being added, I'm like, oh, this is going to take a long time. I can tell. Like, all the people that I know that really, really like Chainsaw Man, they're already, like, deep in because they're reading it. And so they already know the cool stuff that happens. So I'm probably going to do what they did. Ultraviolet says, leaf blowing specifically drives me crazy. Like, the leaves are going to do what they do. Just let them. And it's so loud. Yeah, I've thought about how science hasn't made a quiet leaf blower. Micro says, my bro has been begging me to read the manga since it came out. The art is way grittier. Yeah, I've seen some panels. I'm definitely going to check it out. It has more... Maybe I'll buy some today. Buy one today. I might go to Kinokuniya today. Actually, I am going to go to Kino. I have to go to the library anyway to renew my book. I'm just going to stop by Kinokuniya on the way back and buy like maybe the first 3 volumes. I don't know. Go ham. Kaiju says, it's one of my favorite animes of all time, but I also don't think it's for everyone. I also don't think it's like the pinnacle of anime as an art form. Are you talking about Chainsaw Man? It's your favorite of all time? That's beautiful, by the way. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. Rooftop says, I can recommend a friend. If I can recommend a friend you might not know, Big Goblin Energy is an artist and their vibe is pretty calm. Aside from the background music, which varies. Currently finishing up October Drawing Challenge, for which they made a little world with lore about mouse and toad kingdoms, and the mountains are bears. What? Word up. Word up, Rooftop. Grinch Baby. Does anybody... Okay, I know no one's going to get this, but does anybody know where my Grinch Baby delivery comes from? Grinch Baby. Do you know where that comes from? Nobody does. But I'm just asking because why not? Sometimes I can surprise myself, or rather, sometimes the chat will surprise me and like get my references. Also, so much of my love for it sounds like a rapper name, doesn't it? The Baby. No, it's not a rapper name, but
I also got so much of my love of anime is an OP song. It's so good. Yeah, the opening song for Chainsaw Man is one of, it's a hitter for sure. It's a big hitter. That song is good. I think I need to watch anime in general just to get a thought together. I think I need to watch the anime in general just to get a thought together. I agree with this. It's pronounced Grinch Baby. If Dar was here, Dar would like this. The Grinch Baby delivery comes from the very old Martin Lawrence movie, Big Mama's House. Back when like a lot of black comedians were just like dressing up as like 90% of their own cast. Martin was like 4 people in Big Mama's house, including Big Mama. But in it, he would always say, Big Mama. Oh, come over to Big Mama's house. Let Big Mama take care of you. Grinch Baby. It's not watch with wife and not watch with wife. Okay, fine, I'll download for me and not watch with wife. I will humor the chat with a review, especially since the series is almost over. Yeah, you only got 1 episode left apparently, so at least for this season. I wouldn't have gotten that. Big Mama's House, as a kid, my big sister bought the soundtrack to Big Mama's House, and we listened to that all the time. This is Big Mama's house. Ain't no time. Well, if you haven't seen the movie, this doesn't do anything for you. Never mind. I'm not gonna launch into my whole Big Mama's like fandom because 1, the movie's actually not that good. It's actually less good than Nutty Professor, and Nutty Professor is not a good movie. Anywho, she doesn't like over the top gore stuff, but she's okay with Naruto and stuff. Yeah. Like, the violence in Cyberpunk was too much for her for reference. The anime, the game, okay. Oh, weird. Okay, not weird, sorry. That not like an insult, like, oh, that's weird, to have that preference. It's just interesting. Because the game is pretty nuts. But okay, yeah, then, yeah, she definitely shouldn't watch Chainsaw Man then. Especially the first couple episodes, for sure. No, you're right. It's weird. It's cyber. No, I don't want to. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I do know a lot of people. Sorry, let me rephrase. I do know a few people, like a handful of people that have different discomfort with like games versus movies. Like a game could be this violent and they're fine, but the movie can be this violent and they're like, ugh, I don't want to see that. And so I think there is something there. Maybe it's not that weird. Maybe there's something I'm just missing. Okay, maybe this is silly to ask, but have y'all ever watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Oh, talking to Cyber and wife. Cyber and Mrs. Cyber. It's less about the violence and more about the creative mind because she takes an idea and it stays in her psyche and it's like, what if that's me? Holy crap, Cyber. We have not seen the new FMA. Holy. So I've talked about one of the great loves of my life, named Diddy. And she used to verbatim say, what if that's me? Or, but what if that happens to me? All the time. And I there are certain things we just couldn't watch because of it. Specifically, and I've talked about this before, specifically any water, anything. If there's a character that's drowning, a character that's like trapped underwater, a character that can't breathe for any limited period of time, she was like, what if that's me though? Can we cut this off? Let's watch, Omni, let's watch Yo Gabba Gabba. I'm joking, but I mean, I'm not joking. She would say that, and we would watch it because I'm very accommodating. And also, Yo Gabba Gabba goes kind of hard. There's dismemberment plenty, but it's so good and not like gratuitously gross, and you need to watch it. Please, Cyber, please, says Kaiju. He's gonna watch it. Everybody chill. You don't want to scare him away. He's gonna watch it. For reference, remember when I told you I was playing Gal yesterday? Were you talking about Gears of War 2? Are you seriously? Because I meant to ask, but then I started eating a sandwich. Gears of War 2? Her number one question was, would you be sad if your son tried to kill you by turning into a bear? Oh, what does Gal stand for? Would you be sad if your son tried to kill you by turning into a bear? And this was like a real idea in her head. God of War. I'm so stupid. Gears of War? Pretty close, though. I'm dumb as heck. By the way, Cyber, yes. I have had somebody in my life that asked questions like that sincerely. And she wasn't joking. It wasn't a prank. It wasn't this like meme where all the girls are like, "Would you still love me if I was a worm?" Like she would legit ask me like very troubling things like that. She was like, "What if? But what if like I lost my legs in this accident? Like, what would we do then?" Or like, "Would you still?" Questions like that. And I used to laugh because of the absurdity of the questions. I would be like, "That's ridiculous. I'm not going to answer that." And then she would get a really straight face where she was like, "Why won't you answer that? What, like, do you think the answer is going to make me upset?" Wow. That was a cool time. Anyways, yeah, Gears of War 2, I mean, God of War 2, did you beat it? No spoilers. Donut Clown says, right, it was perfectly timed. Would you still love me if I was a worm? I was typing that when you said it. Oh, crap. Okay, my sister-in-law literally asked her husband something like that, and her husband said he'd have to leave her if she lost. He'd have to leave her if she lost a limb. Like 100% serious. You know what? Be upfront. Be upfront. Be upfront, man. I mean, that's my problem. My problem is I just be honest sometimes. When the right thing to do is just to say the nice thing. Be like, no. Huh? If my son turned into a bear and tried to kill me, no. I love my little bear cub murderous son. That'd be fine. That'd be okay. Like, sometimes it's like, sometimes you just gotta roll with it. For sure, for sure. I've definitely given some troubling answers to questions like that because I was just, you know, being real. Being real. Would you still love me if I was a worm? No. The answer to that question, I mean, I know that's specifically a meme one for jokes, but like, absolutely not, man. God, no. You're a worm. Screw this relationship. Go find a worm mate. Wait, aren't worms the ones that can like... Can't worms like... Can't they like ee-oo themselves? What do you need me for? You're a worm. Go like ee-oo yourself. I gotta get like another human at this point. They can split and become two. Yeah, if you're a worm, you're fine. The world is the best for you, Miss Worm. Who needs my love? What worm needs my love? Go be a worm. No, I would not love you as a worm. In fact, I don't think I love you as a human anymore, says Rooftop, which is hard. That's pretty hard. I mean, honestly, like, I don't actually blame him. He's a war vet who's seen a lot of close-up and permanent dismemberment. Yeah, that could be rough. And answering the question honestly, who's mad about that? Who's mad about that? Who's mad about that, man? No, I wouldn't love you if you were a worm. Except for Diddy was not always asking, like, really goofy worm stuff. Sometimes she was just asking, like, legit, like, stuff. Which I won't repeat here because, out of respect to her, I won't repeat here. But sometimes she was just asking legit stuff like, would you still blank if I blanked? And I was like, no, absolutely not. We're done if you do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because I'm a peace out. Lindsay says, chaotic evil answer. I'd love you more if you were a worm. What does that make me think of? I always imagined that at the end of Beauty and the Beast, when he turns into the man, Belle gets kind of like... She's like kind of over it. Like if you had spent so much of your life, so much of your season, so much of like 6 months, like falling in love with like this big hairy like beast of a dude, and then he kind of turns into like, I don't know, skinny Fabio, wouldn't you be like, I don't know, man. I was kind of into like the earlier version of you, the one that was like, get out, the one that was able to like ice Gaston. Now I don't know. When Mrs. Potts turned back into a lady, I'd be like, I don't know, man. I kind of like you better as a teapot. That movie sucked, man. Tell us all this time my butt. Constrano says, gotta leave. So do I. We are done. This is the end of the stream. We're just getting through the drugs. I mean, yeah, take it good with the bad. Boy, Wild is very creative, but it's all in the mind, baby. Fear is the mind killer. Have you guys played Rez? Have you played the last episode of Rez? Or the last episode? I mean, the last stage where it goes, fear is the mind killer. Anyways, Greta Garbo voice, give me back my beautiful beast. Ugh. Give me back my beautiful beast. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. That rolls off the tongue very well. Give me back my beautiful beast is... Dang it. So many of my streams are just me dunking on my exes. They're all good people, by the way. All of my exes are good people. All of my dunks are in love. They're love dunks, you know. Like Michael Jackson in Space Jam. Jesus, my brain is soup at this point. Micro says, reminding me I gotta rewatch Dune. I've never seen the original or the remake. Hope they're good. Bella's a furry, says Lindsay. I might need to rewatch Beauty and the Beast, actually. I might have to give that one a, I might have to run that back really quick. I have questions about certain things that I think maybe a rewatch would answer. Older Violet says, really had to think on that one. Yeah, I guess so. Duncan Love, we be all night. Oh my god, Drunken Love. Oh god. Oh god. Duncan Love. Oh, clap. I can't hear it, Cyber. Do they work in this? Do they work in this scene? Yeah, it's time to close up shop. We're going into Soups because Soups has to draw Grinch Baby. Trying to speed through. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for the production stream. It's going to be in the morning, so 9 a.m. I'll see you. Come on down. I'm going to work on trying to fix some of the things that were broken last Friday, but no promises. For some reason, things are harder to set up on my Discord. I mean, on my desktop than they have been on my laptop. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's go ahead and raid into Soups. Abo, everybody. Grinch Baby.
Thank you.